a big-time game tonight. It is no ordinary NBA Finals game. It is pivotal in this series. Every time the series is tied up, well, that game usually indicates who's winning the series. The winner of a Game 3 in the NBA Finals when the series is tied 1-1 wins 80% of the time. That number goes up even higher. If it's 2-2, you win Game 5. I think it's 87 or 88%. And obviously, it's 100% if it's the Game 7. But we have a very fun watch party here for Game 3 between the Indiana Pacers and Oklahoma City Thunder. I am Nick Roloff of NBA Now by Chat Sports. Welcome in. Glad you guys are all here. We're joined by my guy, Jeffrey Cooperstein, once again. Coop, how are we doing? And let me know who you got in this pivotal Game 3 down in the comments, as we are 19 minutes and change away from this one getting started.
We are good. I can't wait for this game. Look, I think it's going to be the closest game of the series to date. Well, I can't say that because Game 1 was a close game.
I don't know if you get closer than Game 1.
It can't get closer than Game 1, but I do think this one's going to end up being close. I think OKC ends up taking this pivotal Game 3, though, to get a commanding lead in this series. I just think they're going to be too much for Indiana tonight. But I will say this. If Indiana comes out firing and they get out to an early lead and get that crowd into it, it could spell doom for the Thunder.
Yeah, spread is 5.5 in this game. Coop over is 226.5. Favor an OKC that is on the road. Not often do you see a team get favored on the road like that.
By 5+?
I mean, 5+, that tells you that they would value the Thunder at 8.5 on a neutral site, which is odd. I guess it shouldn't be that odd because it closed at 11.5 in Game 2. So subtract 6, which is home court for each squad. It comes to 5.5. So very interesting that the Vegas odds makers believe the Thunder are consistently an 8.5-point favorite in this series. Obviously, the Indiana Pacers looking to take that 2-1 lead after they stole Game 1 with the Hailiburton game winner. Thunder came out and pretty much led wire to wire in Game 2, and they look to take a 2-1 lead. Interesting little tidbit as well here, Coop. In Game 3s, each team has not been successful in their playoff run.
Oh, so we're going to have a trend break tonight.
The Thunder, in their 3 series, are 1-2 in Game 3s. The only series they won their Game 3 was against the Grizzlies in the opening round. That was a sweep, but they lost Game 3 in Denver against the Nuggets. They lost Game 3 against the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Will they lose once again to the Pacers in Game 3 in Indiana? Now, to counter that, Coop, the Indiana Pacers are 0-3 in Game 3s. They lost Game 3 at home to the Bucks. They lost. Excuse me, that was on the road. They lost Game 3 at home against the Knicks.
Yep.
They lost Game 3 at home against the Cavs. So which one will break today? Will it be the Pacers or the Thunder?
Science tells you it's going to be the Thunder because they've won one of them.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think
they also did beat the Grizzlies, though.
They did.
And I believe Game 3, if I'm not mistaken, that was the game that they trailed by like 26 at halftime.
Yes.
Ja got hurt, and they came back and won.
That sounds right. Yeah, that was that Game 3. Look, there's no bones about it. Game 3 winner when a series is tied 1-1 wins 80% of the time. So this is an absolutely massive, massive game for both of these teams going forward. Can't wait to get into it, man. I think it's going to be a great one. The Thunder are still rolling with Cason Wallace in the starting lineup over Isaiah Hartenstein, by the way.
No shock there after how well it played off in Game 2. We'll still get to see a lot of that double big lineup that the Thunder did all season long, and they went away from it in Game 1. Still led for most of the game, then choked it. They went back to it religiously in Game 2, and it paid a lot of dividends.
Absolutely.
Let's give some shout-outs for the people who were voting in the chat. Peter's rocking with the Pacers. So is Christopher. Karma is going with the Thunder. So is Tim. Ty Man's in the building going with the Pacers. Soccer is going with the Pacers. So the live chat has typed the Pacers more, but the live poll, Coop, is 57%.
Interesting.
Towards the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, I do think that I could see a path for either team winning. I think the path for the Pacers winning is to start out fast, and they've got to make threes. I think they need a big game from either Tyrese Haliburton or Pascal Siakam, and I think they will get one from either of those guys. But that's how they can win this ball game, is by getting those guys going. And I think Myles Turner needs to have a good game as well.
Yeah, Myles Turner's actually been relatively solid in this series so far, Coop. He was quiet, but had 15 points in game 1. Game 2, he had like 12 points in the third quarter alone to keep these Pacers afloat a little bit there.
Yep.
But they need more consistent efforts from him in this series. 15 minutes until we tip off. So as we get closer and closer to game 3, this is our Super Chat menu today. We're always down to party with all y'all, and we appreciate any donations because we're going live for free here on the channel for every single the finals game. So we'd like to see maybe some donations to help us out here, and we like to have a party alongside y'all. Any Super Chat, no matter the amount, will get on screen. $5, we'll talk about your team. If you are not a Pacers or a Thunder fan, if you Super Chat and ask about your team, we'll give a quick little excerpt about their offseason outlook. $10, I'll get to crack open a Happy Dad with a Beers Cheers. Got the lemon lime flavor today. And as we've been doing all series long, any $20 Super Chat, that is a shot of the 1800. We are down to have a party today. So be greatly appreciated. Appreciate everybody just hanging out with us. Another way to help us grow and help us have a good stream is hitting that like button. Bosses always want a 50% like rate. Currently, we have 13. We got 47 people watching. Can we get 25 likes? We're 12 away. We got a series here tied at 1 apiece. What else could you ask for in the NBA Finals?
You can't ask for more than that, man.
This is why they play the game. This is why we play the game.
This is why we play the game. This is what it all comes down to. This is what the long doldrums of the regular season come down to.
What was that?
Doldrums. You like that word?
I've never heard it before.
Doldrums. The bottom. The boring part.
I'm looking this up.
DOLDURMS.
Interesting.
Yep, you like that one?
Yeah, I didn't know you had that in your bag. I didn't know you had that bag. That's impressive. I never heard of that before.
Yeah, look, I like to think I have a pretty good vocab.
You're someone that people might refer to Jeffrey Cooperstein as a very mindful person.
Mindful. I like that.
Yeah.
I think I appreciate that.
Why wouldn't you appreciate
No, I do.
Okay.
I'm glad that that's what people think of me as.
Yeah, I would say so. All right, we got 54 people in the building. Can we get to that 25 like mark? We're at 18. We need 7 more. Hit that thumbs up icon, folks. And then we'll kind of free flow here some keys to the game.
No doubt.
If you will. I already have my first key to the game.
Okay.
And then I'll ask you yours.
I got to think.
But we got to get to 25 likes first.
Let's
We're 5 away. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We're 5 away. Come on. Come on. Who's going to be the 25th like? We're at 22. Who's going to be the 3?
Who's it going to be? We know Time Man's already liked the video.
Oh, Time Man, he probably has made 4 different accounts to like the video.
I love it.
2 likes away. 2 likes away. Come on, let's get to that 25 like mark. Time Man's in the chat trying to get people ready to roll. That's why Time Man's the best.
No doubt. He's a GOAT.
2 more people, and then we'll give off some keys to victory as we're 11 minutes and change away from getting tipped off in Game 3.
I just can't believe that this is the crew that they put together for the finals.
I can't believe they're sitting out in the Forum. They can't get them inside the court?
They always do this pregame.
Do they?
Yeah, they always sit outside the arena pregame.
I thought they were up top.
No, they usually do like where their fan fest is or whatever.
I thought they were up top in the Thunder Stadium.
Maybe they were. I know like when they were in Golden State, they would always put them outside. They put them outside last year as well.
Interesting. All right, come on. Hit that like button. We need 2. We need 2 likes. And then we'll do some keys to victory / storylines in this game. Come on. Who are going to be the 2 people? I mean, it's not that hard. There's one. Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins both rocking with the Thunder. Question, Coop. Will any of the broadcasts pick the Pacers at any point in the series?
They will not.
Because no one did it, I think, game 1.
No.
No one did in game 2.
They will not.
And I'm just curious to see if will. We got 25 likes. There we go. Appreciate y'all. So with 10 minutes to go, Coop, my number one key in this game is that what Tyrese Haliburton are we going to get?
Yep.
Are we going to get aggressive Tyrese Haliburton, or are we going to get passive Tyrese Haliburton? In game 2, he ended up scoring 17 points on 7 of 13 shooting. Most of that came in garbage time when the Thunder already had a 15-plus lead in the fourth quarter. He was, I believe, just 1 of 5 at halftime. But the number that I'm concerned with there, Coop, is not the 1 of 5 at halftime. It's the fact he only took 5 shots. And he has only taken 13 shots in each of the first 2 games. He was 6 of 13 in game 1 and 7 of 13 in game 2. If the Pacers want to consistently have success on the offensive floor and consistent success in the series, they need their star player, their best player. People are calling him a top 10 player in the world now, to shoot more than 13 times in a game. And I know he plays the right way. He will always make the right read, and he's having a tough time going up against Luguentz Dort, Cason Wallace, and Alex Caruso. But he's got to be a more aggressive player.
Absolutely.
Looking for his shot. We have said this before in the series, but in Game 3, back at home in his building, I would anticipate Hailiburton being much more aggressive, and it's what the Indiana Pacers need the most from their star.
I think you put it perfectly. They need Tyrese Haliburton, their best player. They need him to be their best player and show up and show out, especially on their home court. They can't have him taking 12, 13 shots. I mean, I want him to put up 20 plus. I know that's really not his game, but hopefully they can get him going, especially from the perimeter. They can find some open shots for him, and they're able to get him in a rhythm, whereas in game 2, they really weren't able to until the game was already in hand, and Tyrese put up some garbage time points. So I absolutely think that they need to get him going, and that's one of the biggest keys to the Pacers winning. And another one that I was going to have as well, kind of along those same lines, and I kind of alluded to it earlier. Like, I think the Pacers need to start out fast, and they need to start out quick. Like, if they can get out to an early 10-3, 10-2 run to start this ball game, I think that would pay dividends in the long run, because then the Pacers are really able to control the tempo of this game, which is absolutely how they want to play. It's what Rick Carlisle wants them to do. It's what Tyrese Haliburton is best at as well. So I think if they can do both of those things, if Tyrese can be more aggressive and they can control the game out of the gate, then this will be a win for the Indiana Pacers.
Okay, we gave a couple keys there for Indiana. Let's shift our focus to the Oklahoma City Thunder. My number one thing for them in this game, and if they want to win the finals, maybe they don't need it, but it would certainly cement their likelihood to win the finals, is can they start getting anything from Jalen Williams offensively?
That'd be great.
Their number 2 player on the offensive side of the floor. Yeah, he's just in his 3rd year. He's a young guy. But in game 1, he had 18 points on 6 of 19 shooting. In game 2, he had 19 points on 5 of 14 shooting. So if you do quick math there, he is, in the first 2 games of the series, a combined 11 for 33 from the field. That is simply not going to be sustainable for the Thunder to have success on the offensive side of the floor. Now, they were able to combat that in game 1 with good performances off the bench from Alex Caruso and Luguentz Dort hitting 5 threes. And in game 2, they got 15 points from Chet Holmgren, 20 points from Caruso off the bench, and 18 points off the bench from Aaron Wiggins. But on the road, Coop, it is notorious that role players do not play as well on the road, right? So you can't expect Caruso to give you another 17-plus point performance.
Aaron Wiggins isn't doing it either.
You can't expect Aaron Wiggins to do it again. You need your star players to show up on the road. SGA has been masterful through the first 2 games of the series. Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren have had a rocky up and down first 2 games. Can Jalen Williams start to figure it out? Now, they did play well in those minutes in the early 4th, in the early 2nd quarter of game 2, with Jalen Williams as the number 1 guy leading that unit. They actually extended their lead in both of those scenarios, but they need Jalen Williams to finally start playing efficient offensive basketball. Can't turn the ball over. Can we start shooting a little bit better from the field? Because if Jalen didn't go 8 of 9 at the line in game 2, Coop, it would have been another Very bad performance for him. And we'll be talking about how bad he's been in this series so far. Can he finally pick up his play here in Game 3?
Yeah, he certainly has to get going from the field, and he's been their second best scorer. You can argue he's the second best player on that team next to SGA, and they really do need more from him. But the guy I want to focus on is Chet Holmgren, who had a really bad Game 1, but was pretty solid there in Game 2 for the Thunder. And if he can continue what he did in Game 2, I think the Thunder are going to have a good chance at winning this game. Now, I think you would like to see a little more from Chet maybe on the perimeter. Maybe he knocks down a couple of threes as opposed to just one. But if he can keep them honest and keep Myles Turner stretched out, keep him away from the rim, OKC will have a good chance at winning. The more they can get Chet going on the offensive end, because he's going to affect the game in a positive way defensively.
Okay, Coop. Before we get this show on the road and we get the game tipped off in under 5 minutes, hit that like button. We got 33 likes, 185 people watching. Can we get to 100 likes before we tip off?
Let's go.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If we get to 100 likes before we tip off, I'm taking a complimentary shot on the house, usually $20 for a shot. I'll take one if we get to 100 likes before tip-off. We are 65 away. But while y'all hit that like button, Coop, I want to do one more exercise here.
Let's do it.
Can't name Pascal Siakam or Tyrese Haliburton.
Okay.
And you can't name SGA, Jalen Williams, or Chet Holmgren for the Thunder. What's one player that you expect to have a big game that isn't a star player on each respective team?
I like Andrew Nembhard for the Pacers. I don't know why. He feels like a big game player to me. He kind of just steps up in these sort of situations. I thought he was great in Game 1, especially during the Pacers' comeback down the stretch. So give me Nembhard for the Pacers, and then give me Isaiah Hartenstein for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We really haven't heard much from him in the first 2 games as he's been coming off the bench. I think if he has a good game, that would be huge for the Thunder in this one.
Agree with you there, Coop. I'll go with, for the Thunder, we'll start there. It's the young player that they've inserted to start lineup, Cason Wallace. He has had not that good of performances offensively in this series. He has still been a difference maker on the defensive side of the floor, but has struggled with his three-point shot, went 0 of 2 in Game 1, and I believe he went 0 of 5 in Game 2. He went 0 of 2 in Game 2, and he went 0 of 3 in Game 1. So he is 0 for 5 from 3 in this series. If he can put together a couple threes, because they almost dare him to shoot it. They dare that Thunder offense to kick it to him on the perimeter. If he can knock down a couple shots, maybe that loosens up the Pacers' defense. So Cason Wallace, I think, is in line for a big game. And for the Pacers, how about Benedict Mathurin?
I like Benny Math.
Mathurin hasn't had a good series so far. 1 of 5 in Game 1, 5 points. And in Game 2, he was pretty much non-existent as well, only having a very mediocre, maybe mediocre is the bad word for it. He had 14 points off the bench in 22 minutes. But the point is, if he's able to come off the bench at his size, at his athleticism, his scoring prowess, that just adds another layer to this already elite Pacers offense.
Absolutely.
He could also defend a little bit too. I really have my eyes on it. If Benedict Mathurin comes off the bench and plays really good, efficient minutes, that will give a massive upper hand to the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, and kind of related to both of those keys is I think whichever bench outperforms is the team that's probably going to win the game.
Yeah, and that's a good point. In Game 1, it was the Pacers bench that outperformed the Thunder. In Game 2, the Thunder bench absolutely dominated on the back of Alex Caruso and Aaron Wiggins. So that has been, you could point to that and say that's been the biggest factor.
Absolutely. So, whichever bench outperforms, whichever bench can make the clutch shots when they kind of rotate their guys out, I think that would be the team that I'd pick to win this game. I think it's going to be a really close one. I'm very excited to watch this game.
Yeah, should be excited. If you're ready for tip-off like us, spam those me's down in the comments. We're giving shout-outs for everybody who gets down in that comment section spamming those me's.
Let's go, baby.
Who's fired up? Ty Man the Buckeye.
We know Ty Man's fired up.
Leading by example as he always does.
Bryce Blackwell also. Shout out Miguel, Peter. Is that Peter Wynn? No,
I don't know.
That's the Peter Pacers fan. Let's go, baby. Just a minute away from tip-off here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. What up, Jake? What's going on, my guy?
Is that who? How do you know Jake?
Jake's a Mavs
guy?
Mavs sub. Appreciate you, Jake. Jeff Bartlett, Christopher Domingo. What's going on, fellas? I'm ready for this game, man. I just can't wait to take this in.
Whenever you have those pivotal games, it's just so fun. It's so big time.
Oh, it's the best. Congratulations, Connor.
All right, ESPN is starting their little pre-motion graphics. Remember, we're taking a shot tequila if we get to 100 likes before tip-off. We're 48 away.
Let's go.
We have a little bit more time outside that timer right there. Can you guys take advantage? We're 48 likes away, 1,800. I'm taking a shot if we get there. Looks like a cloudy day in Indiana.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't either. I think we got Tyrese and SGA mic'd up.
I would believe that as well. I believe the Pacers are rocking their yellow unis again.
That sounds right.
I actually think they are wearing their yellow jerseys every single game. They did that before the Eastern Conference Finals. They announced that we're wearing yellow the rest of the way, I believe.
Huh.
Right? The Thunder are rocking their blue unis. SGA, Chet Holmgren, Cason Wallace, Luguentz Dort, and Jalen Williams are the first 5 on the floor once again for OKC. For the Pacers, the same 5 as well. Hailiburton, Nesmith, Nembhard, Siakam, and Myles Turner. We're 38 likes away from 100. We got probably 1 minute until we actually get things rolling in Indiana. Are the people going to take advantage? Are the people going to take advantage?
Get us there. 27 away. Reggie Miller's in the building.
On the call for TNT? Man.
I don't know whose jersey that is. It's not his own.
13. Thomas Bryant? Nah. Who is 13?
I have no idea.
Is that Nembhard?
No, Nembhard's
No, it's 2. Huh. Hailiburton 0, right?
Yep.
Huh, I don't know who that is. Interesting.
Here we go.
Tip is up. Tip is won by OKC. They've actually won the tip in all 3 games, fun fact.
Win the tip, win the game?
Well, not always. And we have an offensive foul in the first 8 seconds. I believe they just whistled SGA pushing off. Yep. Offensive foul on Gilgeous-Alexander. Andrew Nembhard, really physical with SGA there early, and he drew the foul. Siakam at the high post, gets it over to Nembhard. Nembhard working with Siakam. And Luguentz Dort's going to be whistled for an early foul.
We love that.
Very early quick whistle here. I mean, I don't know if I like what I'm seeing so far, Coop. I mean, sure, can you say they're fouls?
I mean, that's a foul.
But this light of a whistle this early, Coop, I don't know if I like that. Hailiburton 2-man game with Turner, kicks the corner, Nembhard 3. Oh my God, did it get blocked? I hope so, because it hit the side of the backboard. It didn't even, I don't know what just happened. Rebound SGA, he drives, spins, absorbs contact, can't finish. Physical defense by the Indiana Pacers early in this one. Nesmith the other way, gets it to Turner, who's driving on Holmgren. Holmgren does a good job standing his ground. Pretty footwork by Turner, but can't get the left hook shot to go. Holmgren with the board. He's pushing in transition. Gets all the way to the rim. He turns and hits the left hook shot. First basket, Chet Holmgren. And then the steal, Cason Wallace rips it away from Nembhard. In transition, Wallace to the rim. Can't put it home. Offensive rebound, Jalen Williams, and he's able to slither in for a putback. So a chaotic first couple minutes here, and the Thunder are the beneficiaries, leading 4-0. Siakam spinning, fadeaway, bank shot good. Pretty move by the NBA champion in 2019.
That was a big word in your bag.
What?
Beneficiaries.
Thank you. It's not a hard word, but for me it is. Jalen Williams pick and roll with Luguentz Dort. Pull up mid-range shot is good. So Jalen Williams with a 2-for-2 start from the field. He's got 4 points. good to see if you're a Thunder fan with his shooting struggles in the first 2 games. Siakam fadeaway over SGA, gets the friendly roll off the front rim, and Siakam's got the first 4 points of this one for Indiana. He's done that in this playoff run, been able to just carry the offense in the first quarter. I think in one of those games against the Knicks, he had like 18 of the team's 22 first quarter points. Foul whistled on Indiana, so now 2 on OKC, 1 on the Pacers, side out. Inbounded to Jalen Williams. He gets a screen from Holmgren. Spins. Drop off inside. Pretty move by Williams to find Holmgren. And now Chet and Jay Will both have 4 points apiece to lead this Thunder 4-point lead. Siakam continuing to work in the mid-post. Spin, jumper, no good there. Rattled in and out. Holmgren with the rebound. That's now 2 for him. He'll bring it up. Met by Myles Turner. Driving on Turner. Spins. Hangs. Fouled. So now both teams have been called for 2 fouls 3 minutes into this. Holmgren with 4 quick points for OKC. Has a chance to get points 5 and 6 with a pair of free throws here at the charity stripe.
The Knicks were denied permission by another team. Do you want to guess?
Wow.
You just saw it.
Yes. The New York Knicks requested permission to interview Billy Donovan.
Denied.
I'm shocked the Bulls denied that. I'm shocked the Bulls denied that. Holmgren made the first and makes the second, so the Thunder win the race to 10, and Holmgren's got 6 points.
Race to 10 to the electric.
It is. You know what? It's the best to do in college basketball. Hailiburton tried to get off a 3, couldn't, and then the ball's tipped out of bounds by Dort. It will stay with Indiana. Hailiburton inbound. Are you a little surprised with that?
No, not really. No sitting head coach, or no team's gonna let their sitting head coach walk.
I guess. Pacers inbound it. They work it around the horn. Siakam driving on Dort. Step back, mid-range jumper. Siakam's got it going early on in this one. He has all 6 points for the Pacers.
We said one of the 2 was going to have to step up. So far, it's Pascal Siakam.
Wallace drive, kick, Dort 3. Bang! Dort with a corner triple. Have you seen Lu Dort's shot chart, by the way, in this playoffs?
Is it all corners?
It's only corner threes. He's got like nothing anywhere else. It's insane. That's an illegal screen. Andrew Nembhard. Lu Dort draws the foul. So the Pacers turn it over. That's the second turnover of the game on Nembhard. He got stripped by Cason Wallace earlier. Now commits an offensive foul. Thunder getting ball back up 7 early in the first.
Nembhard was the guy I thought was going to have a big game. He's not been good so far at all.
He's absolutely hounding SGA up the court. Gilgeous-Alexander's only taken 1 shot. He drives, kicks. Swung to Jalen Williams in the corner. Back to Dort. Left wing. Almost got a 3. Now gets it back off of a give and go with SGA. Can't make the layup. Bodies hit the deck everywhere. Siakam in transition. Stonewalled by Holmgren, and he brings it out. Now goes back inside. Kicks it out to Turner.
Myles.
Trailing 3. Comes up short. And the Pacers unable to take advantage of the open 3-point look.
Maybe that's why Lu Dort only takes corner 3s.
Yeah. Holmgren's got it at the elbow, driving on Myles Turner. Leading scorer in the game is Chet Holmgren. Him and Siakam each have 6. I think they're going to call a foul on Pascal Siakam reaching in here. So another whistle on the Pacers. 7:45 to go in this opening period.
Oh, yeah, he stuck his foot out.
SGA's only taken 1 shot, missed it. Pick and roll with Holmgren. Finds Holmgren. I thought he traveled. No call. And Holmgren sticks the 8-footer. The Thunder open up a quick 9-point lead, 15-6. How about Chet Holmgren's start, Coop? 8 first-quarter points.
Chet was continuing his Game 2 performance. They've done a great job in the pick and roll so far. They've gotten a couple of easy looks, and he's looking to drive the ball as well, using his size and ability to handle the rock. Very good start from Chet Holmgren. And Pascal Siakam has all 6 for the Pacers, I believe.
Yeah, the Pacers haven't been able to get anything going outside of Siakam. Now, it feels intentional the way they're running their offense sets. They're putting everything into Pascal Siakam in the mid-post and then kind of let him go to work. But Nembhard's 0 for 1 with 2 turnovers. Turner is 0 for 2. And Hailiburton hasn't taken a shot. Nesmith, I don't even think has touched the ball either.
Got to get their guys involved. They got to move the ball. I mean, that's why they have the number 1 offense in the NFL, in the NBA, because their ball movement is so good. They have to get back to that and just get back to the basics.
Little too much isolation going on right now. Over 500 people watching. Hit that sub button. We're 124 away. If we get to 410K subscribers today, I'm taking a shot of tequila to celebrate. We put out daily content in the NFL world, the NBA world, college football as well. And we're live for every single big moment in the sports world, whether it's NFL free agency, the NFL draft, NFL trade deadline, the NBA trade deadline, the NBA draft in 2 weeks. I'll be live, NBA free agency, and guess what? The NBA finals as well. So if you're looking for wall-to-wall coverage in the sports world, we're this place for you. Join the channel. Let's get to 410K subs today.
Let's go. What a good speech.
Thanks. You know what? I try. I've been well prepped. I've been trained.
I've
been whipped, as you might say. If I have one misstep in my words, I'll be brought to the back conference room. The whips will come out. Whoosh. You know who does it to me, too? You wouldn't think this is the person that Brett and James assigned to it, but it's freaking Dylan. Dilly, dude. You think he's all innocent and sweet? Dude, once you get in that dark room with him,
Interesting.
Man, he'll knock you out silly.
Gotta watch out for Dilly.
Those Quinnipiac Golden Eagles.
Can't trust those Northeast guys, man.
That's not true. That's not true. Thoughts? I know the Thunder lead by 9. Are you concerned that this could get out of hand? Like, you know what's odd is, like, I feel like it's been a pretty evenly matched back and forth
exactly
game,
what I was going to say.
And then I look at the scoreboard and I'm like, oh shit, the Thunder are up already 9.
It doesn't feel like the Thunder have a stranglehold on this game, but here they are up 9 at the first time out. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. I do think the Pacers are still very much in this game, and there's obviously a ton of time for them to get their footing back, but a disappointing start, I would say. Got to move the ball more than they did in the first 5 minutes.
I would be pretty bummed if we got a non-competitive game, so hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah, me too. That would stink. I don't think we're going to get that.
We were blessed with an incredible Game 1. Game 2 was all right, but got a little out of hand late.
Yeah, they put in their scrubs at the end.
I mean, Chet Holmgren has just been the best player on the floor through the first 5 minutes.
He absolutely has.
Good for him to bounce back after the first game being such a disaster.
Yeah, he had a pretty dismal Game 1.
I mean, 2 of 9 from the field, 6.6 boards. Horrible. See if there's any substitutions. Looks like Ben Shepherd getting some early run here for the Pacers. He checks in for, I would believe, Nesmith, and so does Obi Toppin. So no Myles Turner. They go a little bit small here. Shepherd's going to get a look at 3. No, he drives inside, pull up elbow jumper. Good for Ben Shepherd.
Out of
Belmont off the bench and into the game with a bucket. First Pacer not named Pascal Siakam to get on the stat sheet. Holmgren hands it off to Jalen Williams. He just fumbles it. Picks it back up. Jalen Williams gives me such Jaylen Brown vibes, man. Just drops the ball, can't handle it, and gets ripped right there by Shepherd. Pacers out and running. Hailiburton to the rim. Lob to Toppin. No. Toppin is able to get the ball back and lay it back up and in. So 4-0 spurt by Indiana, 15-10.
You just knew that the Pacers were going to come out firing.
Out of that timeout, absolutely. Holmgren pick and pop, open 3, too strong there. Rebound Siakam. Outlets to Hailiburton. He swings it to Toppin. Obi's going to slow it down and turns it over.
Nembhard just wasn't ready for the ball.
1 turnover now for Obi Toppin.
Rick was pissed.
I mean, that's unfortunate for Obi to be whistled for a turnover, but I'm not going to complain.
That's good.
I'm not going to complain. Because that is a turnover on him.
3 turnovers so far.
Oh, they're going to say it's on Nembhard. That's a bang job.
He touched it last.
SGA still looking for his first basket. Couldn't hit the 10-foot mid-range shot. Rebound to Indiana. Trailed by 9 just a minute ago, looking to cut more into it. Hailiburton pull-up mid-range shot. Doesn't take a lot of those. It was his first look of the game as well. Couldn't connect. Holmgren gets downhill, fouled. In the act of shooting, Tony Brothers with an interesting whistle there. Was it a foul? Yes. Was it in the act of shooting? Probably not.
Let's see.
Foul occurs there.
Oh, my God.
That is not in the act of shooting. That is a interesting call from Mr. Brothers.
Does he need to be investigated? That's bad, Tony.
Holmgren makes the first free throw, so he's now got 9 points, and he's 3 for 3 at the line. I don't know how this is shooting free throws. That is pretty egregious.
That's bad.
Holmgren goes 2 of 2. He's got 10. 17-10 OKC lead. First substitution for the Thunder today. Alex Caruso checks into the game. Cason Wallace takes a seat. Myles Turner back in. He drives on Caruso, kicks it out the top end. He'll try a 3. Can't go. Rebound tipped out, grabbed by SGA. Outlet to Caruso. Caruso with a beauty of a bounce pass to Holmgren, who throws it down in transition. That's now 12 points for Chet Holmgren. What a first quarter performance on the road. Hailiburton turns it over. What hands by Luguentz Dort. And the lead for OKC is back to 9, largest of the game. Looking to get it to double figures early. SGA still hasn't scored. Step back 3, no. He's 0 for 3 from the field. Rough start for the MVP. Hailiburton running floater from the elbow. It goes. First bucket for Tyrese. Back to a 7-point game. Jalen Williams quickly the other way. Pull up mid-range. No good. Gets his own rebound, though. And then throws it away. Hailiburton with the steal. Hailiburton behind the back. Drop off top in. What a pretty transition look for the Indiana Pacers. And you'll see the Thunder call a timeout. 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Back and forth. Frenetic pace here early. OKC leads 19-14.
And that's exactly why you don't bet on dunks, because Obi could have easily dunked that ball.
Yeah, that was a square that I threw out there. I would have probably crashed out.
Oh, yeah.
I would have probably crashed out.
We're 110 subs away from 410.
Yeah. We also need to get the triple-digit likes, Coop. We're at 665 people watching, yet only 86 likes. If we don't get the triple-digit likes during this timeout, stream's getting shut off.
We're not doing play-by-play anymore.
Yeah, I'm not – you know what? I'm not speaking until we get to 100 likes.
You're not going to speak? That means I'll have to speak. Rolly's giving us the silent treatment, baby. Hit that thumbs up icon. Person says, where is SGA? SGA, scoreless so far. Xander, what up? Jake says, I hope it's competitive. I also hope it's competitive, Jake. What up, person?
All right, the people answered the bell. We got to 102 likes.
I was worried for a second.
I wasn't talking. We should honestly be at least 300 likes, a 50% like rate, because we're here live for free.
Exactly.
Yeah, we talk about super chats. The donations and super chats help us grow the channel, and it's nice to see that, the appreciation. But we're here for free, and the best thing you can do if you can't super chat is just by commenting, liking, and subscribing.
You said it.
I said it. Can't say it any better. Can't say it any better. Plus, when you guys like, comment, subscribe, and the metrics from these streams do good, it only tells our bosses that me and Coop should work together more.
Exactly.
And we should be on here more.
Which I'm in for.
It's fine by me, man.
Watching hoops?
Watching hoops, talking hoops.
Let's go, baby.
Even though Coop's a little bit delusional at times.
With what?
Everything.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. You think Luka's still in the top 3?
He is.
No.
He is.
No.
That's fine. But he is.
No.
Absolutely.
So you think he's better than Giannis?
No.
You're ridiculous.
I don't think he's better than Giannis.
Guys, in the chat, who's better, Luka or SGA?
Don't be a prisoner of the moment.
To be fair, I've said it for 2 straight years that SGA is better than Luka.
And you've been wrong for 2 straight years.
I've been right for 2 straight years.
You've been wrong.
He finished second in MVP voting last year.
He shouldn't have.
And he finished first in MVP voting this year.
Luka averaged 34, 9, and 9 last year. He beat SGA in the postseason.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with MVP voting.
He should not have been second.
A lot of SGAs in the chat, Coop. Your thoughts?
I'm seeing a lot of Luka.
What are you talking about?
Tyman and Xander saying Luka. I'm seeing Shai flops too much.
I see, yeah, but then Mr. Cranked. I see VC Edits. I see Person. All saying SGA.
I'm seeing Luka from
Zachary
VC
SGA.
Edits. Luka Doncic is a better basketball player than SGA.
Couldn't be more wrong. It's all right, Coop. Everyone can be wrong sometimes.
I'm wrong a lot. Not on this.
You're ridiculous. I agree, Person. Luka is fat.
Have you seen him?
I'm not. Yeah, Luka offseason.
He's in the lab.
Luka offseason body look is basically Ben Simmons lab work.
No.
All right, we're back in action. Aaron Wiggins into the game. The game 2 hero for OKC. 18 points off the bench.
The man who saved basketball.
Savior. Lou Dort on the left wing. He already has 1 3. He'll bury another. Left wing triple for Lou Dort over the outstretched hands of Hailiburton. He's got 6. Ben Shepherd, who has an early couple points, gets it over to Hailiburton. Tyrese has 2 points. Gets the switch on the Hartenstein. Swings it over to Shepherd. 1 more to Toppin. Defense is suffocating right now for OKC. They get it into Myles Turner, who's rejected. Do not go in there. SGA says not so fast, Myles Turner. Gilgeous-Alexander had 4 steals and a block in game 2. Already getting his hands on a shot there. Shepherd, corner 3. No good. They actually got a good look out of that baseline set. Rebound Caruso. Here comes OKC looking to get their largest lead of the night. But Aaron Wiggins turns it over. Good defense by Hailiburton. That's an out-of-bounds turnover, so it's side out. Pacers waste no time getting it in. Each team has 4 turnovers here in the opening quarter. Well, almost made it 5, but the Pacers get lucky. The ball is saved back in, and play resumes and carries on. Shepherd over to Hailiburton. Hailiburton thought about a 3, swings to the corner. Turner, quick release. He rattles one home. Myles Turner had a really good second half in game 2. Carries it over with a triple there. 22-17. Hartenstein trying to get it to SGA. Still scoreless in this game. Hartenstein picked up his dribble, needs help. Lou Dort comes and bails him out. Dort, pull up mid-range shot. That is not your shot.
Not your game, Lou.
Chance for the Pacers to cut into this deficit some more. Nembhard over to Hailiburton. Dort in pursuit. Hailiburton launches a right wing 3 and knocks it home. We got a 2-point game. Trailed as much as 9. Pacers battle back. SGA still looking for his first basket. Swings it over to Wiggins. He drives inside. Extra pass to Dort, wide open right wing 3.
Oh,
good! Lou Dort with 9 first quarter points. The answer. Hailiburton with a good skip pass. It's Toppin. Pump fake, drive, Euro step. What a slithery finish for Obi Toppin.
Ain't no stopping.
4 points for Obi. 25-22. SGA, oh boy.
Uh-oh, baby.
Gets to the rim. We're having issues with our DirecTV. It sounds like there was a goaltend. SGA's on the board with a bucket, 27-22.
I think that was an ABC problem.
That would be a nice little layup. Well, I just see this red tornado warning. I didn't know if that affected it. So first bucket of the game for Alexander. Lead for OKC back to 5. Hailiburton, pocket pass to Turner. Gets inside but smokes the layup. Rebound Dort. Numbers for the Thunder. Caruso to the rim. Kicks it back out and the defense resets. Aaron Wiggins driving on Hailiburton. Stripped. Loses the handle. And great defense there by Hailiburton to get the steal. He throws it over to Toppin. Now to Nembhard. Quick ball movement for Indiana. Hailiburton inside. Now to Nembhard. Back out to Toppin. Back to Hailiburton. Back to Toppin. Top of the key three. Can't go in for Obi. And the defense for OKC gets a stop. Tell you what, calling a radio-esque call with the Pacers offense is tough. SGA inside. Euro steps to the left hand. 4 straight for SGA. Nembhard looking for the quick answer. Fouled inside by Aaron Wiggins, and Nembhard will go to the charity stripe.
That Pacers offense, they do move the ball quick, man.
Yeah, I mean, they pass. I'll say this, Coop. The pickup point for the Pacers in the pick and roll, I know they want to pressure SGA. It simply can't be that high, because if that's going to be your pickup point for SGA, which is about 30 feet from the basket, where he is really not a threat to hurt you,
if he then gets around you,
which he's done 2 straight times, then got easy layups.
Yep.
Can't happen.
No, you got to start lower, I think.
You should, honestly, in the pick and roll, you shouldn't pick up SGA until the 3-point line. If he wants to shoot 5 or 6 threes in the pull-up and make 2 or 3 of them, tip your hat. Capable 3-point shooter, but not a strong point. Nembhard splits the pair, so it's 29-23 with about 1:10 to go. Isaiah Joe in for the first time. Cason Wallace back in as well. Gilgeous-Alexander working on Shepherd, driving, steps backs, gets contacted, fouled by Shepherd on the reach-in. I believe that's Shepherd's second foul.
I thought Shepherd played good defense there, to be honest. But.
OKC's in the bonus, so SGA is going to the line for the first time today. Oh, right there, that's a foul. It's a foul. Full handshake, full push. We saw that whistle on Luguentz Dort earlier. Got to call it both ways, Cooperstein. I know you don't want that.
I just need Ben Shepherd to hit another 3. That's all I need.
You took the 4.5,
yep.
Right? Yeah. Dort's got 1 foul, so on pace. Toppin doesn't have a turnover. That would have been a big turnover to get in that first little mishap with Nembhard. Hailiburton does have a 3, which I like. SGA knocks down the first free throw. OKC led as much as 9. Actually, they got to that mark twice here in the first quarter. Never more than that. Pacers have they led in this game?
No.
No, because they got 4-0. Or did they get up 6-4? I don't know. Alexander makes both free throws, so he's got 6 straight points for OKC. Shepherd at the top of the key over to McConnell. McConnell in the corner. He just checked in for Hailiburton, working a 2-man game with Siakam. Darts inside, kicks it back out to Pascal. 5 on the shot clock, drives, fouled. Hartenstein going to be called for the pull down. So Siakam, who's the leading scorer for the Pacers in this first quarter, will add to his total potentially with 2 free throws.
We've got a ref show.
A lot of fouls early in this one.
That's what you expect when you see Tony Brothers on the court.
Don't disagree with you there.
Jalen Williams, the Arkansas Williams, entering the game.
I think Hartenstein might be in a little foul trouble here as Siakam makes the first free throw. That is now... No, that's only 1 foul for Hartenstein, so I'm not sure why they're going with Jalen Williams. J-Will, they call him.
This is a different rotation from Mark Daigneault that we've seen here in the finals.
Maybe they want a double big lineup, but they need someone more versatile.
Could be.
In terms of moving laterally on the perimeter. Missed free throw by Siakam. Rebound almost grabbed by Thomas Bryant offensively, but he fumbled it out of bounds. 7-point Thunder lead, 37 seconds to go. Thomas Bryant defending Holmgren. He gets it to SGA. They drop it off to Holmgren, who is fouled by Thomas Bryant. And Chet's going right back to the line. 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. So 2 free throws for Holmgren and a 2-for-1 executed perfectly by the OKC offense. A lot of physicality in this one, Coop, and it feels like it's definitely a point of emphasis for the officials to not let it get too physical.
Absolutely, yeah. The officials have made a statement early that they are going to call a lot of fouls. There's Chet. Misses the second.
(32-24) remains the lead. Holmgren with 13 first quarter points. 6-second differential shot clock, game clock. McConnell pick and roll with Nesmith. McConnell spinning inside on SGA, loses the handle, and he turns it over. So 10 seconds remain in the first quarter. Thunder will have chance at last shot. Holmgren drives, stripped out of bounds by TJ McConnell. It will be Thunder ball on the baseline with 6.3 seconds remaining. A bucket here at the end of the quarter would give the Thunder a double-digit lead, and it would also be the first time the Thunder have held a double-digit lead in this game. They are shooting 55% from the field. Pacers are shooting 50%. They have just struggled to get shots off. They've turned the ball over a lot in this opening quarter, just like they did in Game 1.
Yeah, it feels like it's sort of reminiscent of that.
They get it inside the SGA, isolated in the right baseline. Triple team, spins away from it, can't make the fadeaway jumper, and that's how quarter number 1 comes to a close. After the first 12 minutes, Thunder lead 32-24 in this pivotal Game 3.
Been a really fun quarter. I think both teams have found some good rhythm on the offensive end. A lot of fouls called. Lu Dort making 3 threes in this one as well.
Yeah.
Chet Holmgren having a really good first quarter. Pascal Siakam started the game out super hot. I still think the Pacers need more from the likes of Andrew Nembhard, the likes of Ben Shepherd, the likes of Obi Toppin. They're going to need more from those guys in order to win this game.
Prize Picks isn't sponsoring this show today, but me and Coop have a couple prize picks in. I'm going to go check in on how we're doing.
We do. I need to go check mine as well.
After one, hopefully you took advantage if you do subscribe to Prize Picks. The free square of Jalen Williams, more than half a point. So he has that cashed. I took less than Aaron Wiggins, 6 points. He's got 0, so good start for me on that end. Lu Dort, more than 3 fouls, ran that back from Game 2. He's got 1, so on pace. More than Hailiburton, 2.5 3-pointers, so on pace there, Coop. The one that is not on pace, well, I guess you only need 1.5, is Obi Toppin, more than 1.5 turnovers.
I also took Dort more than 3 fouls. I have SGA more than 9.5 free throws attempted. He's at 2, so we need to get to the line a little more here. But the way they're calling this game, I like my chances. I have Hailiburton more than 17.5 points. He's at 5. And then I have Obi Toppin turnovers, 1.5. He doesn't have any. I'm concerned for that one.
Which was the one you're concerned about?
Obi Toppin turnovers.
So the same with me.
Yeah, more than a turnover and a half.
More than, so you need to tell. We'll see what happens. All right, 860 people watching. We still need the like number to go up, folks. We have 136 likes. You know what? I'll say this. If we get to 200 likes during this timeout in between quarters, I'll take a shot in the house.
I like that. I'll do it with you.
64 likes. We offer some flash deals in terms of shots on the house, usually $20 super chat. I'll do it right now if we get to 200 likes. Oscar Robertson's in the building.
The big O.
Al Harrington in the building.
Mark Jackson.
Yeah, that one doesn't move me.
In the building.
Should be on the call.
Should be. Caitlin Clark is also there.
Would Mark Jackson keep it unbiased, unlike Reggie Miller?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so as well.
He did a great job when the Warriors were winning, and he was on the call.
Well, I think it's because he secretly wanted them to lose.
Fair. Maybe he did.
He was in a good spot because they either lost and was like, hey, see, it's not me. Steve Kerr isn't this genius. But if they won, he also could have been like, I built the team.
Yeah.
So he was kind of in a win-win scenario there.
I always liked Mark Jackson on TV.
I mean, him, Van Gundy, and Breen were the dream
It's the
team.
best.
Dream team.
These guys kind of stink.
Oh, my Lord. I'm glad you 860 people are hanging out with us.
We are better.
I don't know if it's because you can't listen or can't watch to ESPN. We're in your current situation. I don't care what it is. But I think we can all agree that we are more entertaining and more energetic and more fun than Mike Breen, Richard Jefferson, and Doris Burke.
There's no question about it.
They stink.
They're awful. I also took Chet and Nesmith combined points. It still says 0 despite that not.
Yeah, those take a long time to track. So I wouldn't get too stressed about that.
Chet's got 13. I don't think Nesmith has scored yet.
Yeah, those combos never really track live well. Benedict Matherin's in the game for the first time to start the second quarter. McConnell driving inside, tries to drop it inside to Siakam, fits it in there somehow, and Siakam lays it up and in. And then McConnell steals the inbound pass, gets it to Siakam, top of the key three. No, McConnell rebound, kicks it to Mathurin, who lays it up and in. TJ McConnell manufacturing 4 points instantly in this second quarter.
Pacers fans loving it.
Wow, what a sequence there for TJ McConnell, and the lead is quickly down to 4. Holmgren driving, bumps Siakam, sticks the jumper. No, it rattles halfway down and out. Thought that was in. As good as an opening minute in this second period as you could hope for if you're a Pacers fan. McConnell looking to do it again, driving, spinning, falling to the ground, no good. Thunder have numbers, 5-on-4, Holmgren to the rack, couldn't finish, and Nesmith whistled for a foul. And yet again, Holmgren will find himself at the line for 2.
What a start to this quarter.
Oh, I know.
McConnell thought he was fouled on the other end, but he wasn't.
He probably was. No, not in the lower body.
So.
I didn't see the replay.
This one definitely was, though, from Nesmith.
Oh. Did he foul him?
Yeah, he got him on the body. Chet makes the first.
Holmgren lead his scorer in the game with 14 points. He had 15 in game 2, 6 in game 1, and he's already matched his series high with 15 in this one, Coop. The Thunder are 9 of 10 from the line. Pacers just 2 of 4. Hartenstein's going to be whistled for an off-ball foul on Myles Turner. So that's Hartenstein's second foul off the bench.
What table is he at?
No, we're not getting this, Coop. Aaron Wiggins will sub in. Hartenstein out, so a little bit of a smaller lineup for OKC. And a late substitution here, but Obi Toppin will check in to mirror the smaller lineup from OKC. Myles Turner will take a seat.
Lord Buddy Bear's in the chat.
Oh, LBB in the building. What's up, Lord Buddy Bear? Nesmith gets it into McConnell. 10 bench points in this one for Indiana. None for OKC. That was one of our storylines and keys in this one. Mathurin pick and roll with Toppin. Pull up deep 2. Good for Mathurin. And those bench points continue to grow for the Pacers. Jalen Williams drops it off to Holmgren. Now Caruso on the baseline. Layup blocked by Siakam. Ball goes out of bounds. Will remain with OKC. 12 on the shot clock. But what a recovery there by Siakam, who lost Caruso alongside the baseline.
Rejected.
Just like me on Saturday nights out in bars in Dallas. Caruso looks to inbound it, throws it off the leg of a Pacers player. So
that's not true.
It will once again be Thunder ball.
That's not true.
Not true? Appreciate Cooper having my back.
Rolly's got game.
I'm here to entertain.
No doubt.
That was a good one-liner.
That was solid.
Caruso looks to inbound again, finds the savior of basketball, Aaron Wiggins, in the corner. It's reset out to the perimeter. It's Jalen Williams. He's driving on Mathurin. Pull-up mid-range shot. No good there for Jalen Williams. Dub made his first 2 shots. I don't think he's made one since, Coop. Does poke the ball free from Mathurin. He regains control. Swings it over to McConnell. Back to Toppin. Back to McConnell. Finds a cutting Nesmith. Wow, what a set there. And then McConnell steals it off the inbounds again.
What is going on with TJ?
TJ McConnell single-handedly changed this game. By the way, that's Cason Wallace 2 times in a row. He has been the one to throw it away in the inbounds.
McConnell is running some Grand Theft Alvarado.
I'd borderline say Cason Wallace needs to slow it down. Cason Wallace has actually been horrible all series long. Chance for Indiana to take the lead based off shot. Shot inside Mathurin, no good. Rebound Holmgren. Outlets to Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins in transition. Finds a cutting Wallace who finishes. So atones for that sin of turning the ball over. And the lead's back to 4 for OKC. McConnell drives by him. Kicks it out to Mathurin. Corner 3. Good! Mathurin with the 3. Timeout OKC. 9 minutes to go in this second quarter. A timeout by Dagenhall, and you have now seen Benedict Mathurin come off the bench with 5 quick points in 3 minutes here in the second quarter.
Mathurin and TJ McConnell making it happen from the Pacers bench. 2 steals from TJ McConnell off the inbound, making his presence known, man. That's what he does. The Pacers making a comeback, forcing Mark Daigneault to take a timeout.
Quick side note. Some people know that I do a lot of my NBA draft scouting.
Yep.
For Chat Sports, I lead that coverage. So I was doing some scouting today on big men and just continuing to look at some numbers, add some more things to my notes. And while looking at Ryan Kalkbrenner statistics, I came across Terrace Reed Jr., the junior backup big man for UConn this past year.
Okay.
He had playing about 48% of the minutes this season, so not a lot of playing time. But in his time off the bench, a 9.0 block percentage and an offensive rating of 126.6. And I was just like, wow, those are some pretty staggering numbers for a guy off the bench. And I was like, hey, you know what? Doing some work. Keep an eye on this guy rising up boards next season in the draft process as well. And I tweeted it out. I wanted to call my shot, put it on the record. I think he just retweeted it.
Really?
This no profile pic Twitter account, that's name is Terrace Reed, and the @ is Hamaslam. Sorry.
And no profile
picture. 28 followers, 161 following. But if you go onto the account, all of the retweets, there's no original tweets. All of the retweets
are about him?
Are about Terrace Reed, or I would assume his younger brother, Tristan Reed.
Interesting.
So I think that I can't even say it's a burner because it's his name, and his entire feed is him.
Wow.
But he doesn't have a lot of followers, and he doesn't have a brand. Terrace Reed, shout out to you.
Shout out to you, man. Terrace Reed, so he played, about 17, 18 minutes?
Yeah, just about.
I don't know much about the guy.
I actually don't even know if he played that much. Because Samson Johnson was the starting center for UConn.
You said 48% of the minutes, so that's what I assumed.
On the season, I think.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I think that's how that works. Is because I was looking at a website called Bartovic. Have you ever heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Has advanced numbers for college, and it's really cool. You could filter it out. Like, I use that a lot when I see outlying statistics from college players. You input it as a player to have offensive rebound percentage of 10%, a true shooting percentage of 60% as a true freshman in a true high conference.
Okay,
and it
nice.
will compute since 2008. That's how far the database goes. What players have done that, and that's how I came across Terrace Reed, because I was inputting numbers for Ryan Kalkbrenner, and he was one of 5 players last year to have a specific usage percentage, a specific block percentage, rebound percentage, and true shooting percentage.
Interesting. So he's a name to watch. Second round?
For next year, maybe, but if he plays well and gets a majority of minutes, maybe you could talk him into a first round. He's really athletic, too.
Oh, not this year's draft.
No.
Back at UConn this year?
Yes. I believe he will be backing up again unless Samson Johnson graduated. I can't recall. All right, back into action here. 36-35 OKC leads. Jalen Williams, pull-up right elbow jumper, comes up short. He has struggled after making his first 2 shots. McConnell, shot out of a cannon, gets inside, reverse layup, no, but Aaron Wiggins commits a foul. Where were you when TJ McConnell took over the NBA Finals?
I was watching Chat Sports. NBA Now. Live coverage of the NBA Finals. That's where I was. Is this his JJ Barea moment?
I just tweeted that out. Where were you when TJ McConnell took over? McConnell makes the first free throw. We got a tie ball game. I believe this would be the Pacers' first lead of the night.
Will this be the Pacers' first real lead? They led for 0.3.
Yeah. No, they led a little bit in the first quarter of game 2.
Oh, did they? Okay.
McConnell knocks down that free throw, and they do have a 37-36 lead. First lead of the game. They trailed as much as 9. Pacers fans at Gainbridge Fieldhouse on their feet. SGA back in here for the first time in the second quarter. Swings it to McConnell. TJ McConnell again. To Siakam, to the rim. No. What defense? Weak side by SGA. Thunder have numbers. 5-on-4. Gilgeous-Alexander bumped on his way to the rim. No foul. What defense by Andrew Nembhard? Siakam now on the low block. Doubled. Finds a cutting Mathurin. I thought that was a travel. No call. And he lays it up and in. So it's a 3-point Pacers lead.
More full court pressure. 11-2 run for the Pacers.
Their defense is just tightened up, not giving anything to OKC. Wiggins getting downhill, hanging towards the rim. Blocked! Ball loose. Caruso picks it up and resets the Thunder offense. 5 on the shot clock. Does he realize it? He does now. Drives on Siakam, gets to the rim. Blocked. Shot clock violation on the Thunder. I mean, this Pacers defense over the last 3 minutes has been what the Thunder have done to the Pacers for most of this
series. They've really stepped it up here, and it comes to the ball pressure of TJ McConnell.
I mean, they've just not been able to get any looks if you're the Thunder. Like, good looks. McConnell driving the other way, spinning on Wiggins, caught underneath the rim, stripped, keeps the dribble alive, kicks it out to Mathurin. 5 on the shot clock for Mathurin. Driving right, gets bumped, and throws it off the bottom of the backboard, I believe, and that's a turnover. 19 bench points for the Pacers tonight, 0 for the Thunder. Just an absolute wild discrepancy there, Coop, when the best asset of the Thunder is their depth and bench.
Absolutely. And
is this a challenge?
No, I believe this is just a timeout.
Well, this is the second timeout, so I'm just curious on why there would be another timeout.
Maybe it is. I didn't see them put the green light up.
Well, ESPN is not very good at their job, so.
Also true. We are 64 subs away from 410,000.
Pacers called a timeout. It could be a challenge on that out-of-bounds call.
Yeah, it looked like he threw it off the back of the backboard, though.
But maybe the call was that maybe they're trying to say that like the Thunder player hit it, or like a Thunder player hit it and then it hit the under the backboard, so it's off a Thunder. That would be my 2 guesses.
We got 900 people watching and we have less than 200 likes, so we're gonna have to get those numbers up ASAP.
You tell them, Coop.
ASAP.
Tell them why. Sick them.
It's the free and easiest way to help out the channel. It pushes our stream into the YouTube algorithm to get more and more NBA fans in here. We want to make this the biggest NBA Finals watch party here on YouTube, so help us out Do your part. Like the stream right now.
Also, Coop, how are your Rangers doing tonight? Quick sidebar.
My Rangers are down 5-2.
Ooh, they're just up 2-0. If you were wondering, and I only asked you because I wanted to tell you about my Mets, 5-0 in the 9th, going for our 5th straight win, which is going to happen. David Peterson is 1 out away from a complete game shutout.
Let's go. Mets are hot.
Mets are hot. Go David Peterson. Only 104 pitches right now, too. Good for him. Good for him. I bet that crowd is just a raucous. I don't know if you've seen my tweets at all. Probably not. Dude, the last 2 nights, for whatever reason, last night against the Nationals and today, the crowds have been unbelievable.
Really?
Like every big moment, the crowd pops are insane. I don't know if they've just juiced the crowd audio on the broadcast, but like literally unbelievable how loud it is.
Nice. Always love a good baseball.
And that's game. That's a complete game shutout for David Peterson as the Mets are 20 games above 500 today. 44-24.
How about that, sports fans?
Just makes a grown man cry. Used to pray for times like this.
Can't wait for October.
After tonight's victory, they are now the only team in the MLB 20 games above 500. The Detroit Tigers were 19 games above 500.
They're the best record in baseball.
The Mets do now.
Oh, wow.
44-24. The Tigers are 44-25.
Help us get to 200 likes before the game starts. Rolly's giving you the silent treatment again.
Yeah, I'm not starting now. I'm not talking until we get to 200 likes. We're 9 away.
They're about to start playing. I can do play-by-play, but I don't want to. So you guys better like the video right now. What are you tweeting over there, Rolly? See? He won't even speak. We need 5 more. I think Rolly's tweeting about the Mets. 1 more. We're still waiting. The game started. SGA's got it.
There we go. We got 202
We're
likes.
there.
And we immediately got a foul on Andrew Nembhard. Lou Dort fouled off ball. The Mets have an 800 winning percentage during the month of June.
Are you inside Citi Field in October once again?
Oh, yeah. I'll be there.
Love that.
It was too electric last year, and we're too good this year.
Is this
SGA doubled in the low post, swings it to Isaiah Joe off the bench for 3, and he knocks it down. How about that, Coop? We got tie game at 39. Also, the first bench points for the OKC Thunder tonight.
At the hands of Isaiah Joe, nonetheless.
Sniper, Hailiburton, right wing 3. Can't get the answer, but an offensive rebound by Mathurin. Toppin drives baseline. Throws it out to Hailiburton. Swung to Nembhard. His 3-point attempt is good. Back up by 3 goes the Indiana Pacers. 6.5 to go in this first half. SGA not really getting any breathing room today. Pick and roll with Joe. Pump fake, relocate. Joe with 2 straight triples. I was so mad. I was so close to taking Isaiah Joe 3s today at 1.5. It would have been a demon because he hasn't really done much in this series, but I got nervous because he hasn't really played it that much. Hailiburton running, swinging. Mathurin in the corner. Drives, Euro steps. Fouled on the floor by Isaiah Joe. Side out, Indiana. .42 Mathurin driving, fouled by Isaiah Joe. So that's 2 straight fouls on the bench player from Arkansas. And now Mathurin will be going to the line here on this one. Mets are on pace for 105 wins.
That's chills.
Chills. Last time we won 100 games, we didn't even win the division. I don't think that will be the case this year.
Yeah, in 22, right? Yeah.
Won 101 games and lost a division.
That's unbelievable.
And then we're swiftly exited in the playoffs by the fucking Padres.
Yep. I remember that. Is this the year?
I sure fucking hope so. I will be at that goddamn parade. I don't care if it's a Sunday in November. I'm fucking there.
If it's a Sunday in November, you are not there.
Let's hope it's the bye week.
It wouldn't be on a Sunday.
All right. 2-point lead for the Pacers thanks to those 2 free throws by Mathurin. Missed 3 by Kenrich Williams. Now Obi Toppin the other way in transition finds a cutting Mathurin and one! Benedict Mathurin. Wait a minute. What's going on? I don't know. The bench looked like something weird was happening. I don't know. The Pacers open up their largest lead of the game of 4.
Their largest lead of the series.
That would be correct. Obi Toppin has been a difference maker in this one. That's Lou Dort's second foul, by the way, Coop. But foul was called on Dort.
You want to know something chills?
What's something
The
chills?
Dolphins play on Thursday Night Football, October 30th. You could go that weekend.
They end the World Series.
Like right around then.
Interesting. Never know.
Never know.
I love that you looked that up.
I had to.
Nembhard whistled for a foul. I believe that's Nembhard's second, or is that his third? That's Nembhard's third foul, Coop. Something to keep an eye on there.
That's his third?
Yep.
I wonder if he stays in with 3. No, they're going to take him out.
They're going to send him down. With how good the bench has been tonight, there's no reason to keep him in. I imagine McConnell's back in. That is the case. McConnell will be no, that's Shepard, excuse me. They double SGA. Swung around. Lou Dort almost turns it over, but saves it. Gets it back. Thought about a 3, now drives. Step back 2, blocked by Toppin. I mean, Lou Dort should have just let the first 3-pointer fly. This Pacers defense has been tremendous here in the first half. I think the Thunder have had close to 60 points, if not 60 points, each of the first 2 halves in the series. They are going to be lucky to get to 52 points the way they have not been able to score in this second quarter. 1 second on the shot clock for the Thunder on the baseline, so it's got to be a quick inbound and shot. Jalen Williams to inbound it. They get it to Holmgren. Corner 3 for Chet. Air ball. Shot clock violation. Running floater for Hailiburton. It goes. It's a 7-point Pacers lead. I got to be honest, Coop. I'm a little taken aback on what's happened so far in this game. Holmgren to the rim, kicking. Caruso wide open 3. Big time answer for the Oklahoma City Thunder there.
They needed that bucket. It was in danger of getting out of hand.
I wouldn't say out of hand, but they were certainly in danger for this first half. Back to a 4-point game. Hailiburton, pull-up mid-range shot, deep 2, no good. Jalen Williams with the rebound. He'll lead the fast break. He is in a blur right now. Almost turns it over. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it. Blocked, I guess, by Hailiburton. Gets it back. 10 on the shot clock. Jalen Williams driving, spinning on Hailiburton. Pump fake. Fouled by Hailiburton. And Jalen Williams is going to go to the line.
I've gone down a rabbit hole here because you got me curious. There is a possibility that Game 7 is that Thursday.
Oh, God. How do you know?
You can find the World Series schedule already.
Really?
Oh, no.
We had that is a very long ways away, Coop.
It is.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I would be in mental shambles. Spin Zone, if they did win, the parade would probably be on Saturday or Sunday, and I would go if they won in 7. If they won it, would Game 6 be that Tuesday then?
No, it'd be that Wednesday, 29, because it's 2-3-2.
They would play back-to-back? Don't they usually give one day off? No. So even if they won on Wednesday in 6, then still probably would be Saturday the parade.
Correct. Or Friday.
No, I don't think they'd be able to do a quick turnaround like that. 2 days?
The Rangers won on a Tuesday, parade Friday. So
3 days. Shepherd with a lay in the lane. Tough bucket there. 51-46 after free throws were made there by Jalen Williams. Under 4 to go in the first half. Jalen Williams at the rim. What a tough finish. And one! Jalen Williams, after a rough second quarter, gets to the rack, finishes through the contact.
They really need him to get going and get going to the rim just like that. Converts the three-point play.
Back to a 2-point game. Game of runs, Coop. We're seeing each team have them. Will with 8 points on 3 of 6 shooting, 4 rebounds. He missed his 3 shots before that. Hailiburton swooping inside, kicking. Shepherd, corner 3, too strong. And SGA grabs the loose ball.
That would have been it.
Alexander gets downhill by Siakam to the rim. High arcing floater is good. That was a tough finish on the move there. We're tied back up at 51 after looking like they could go down by about 9 or 10 points. The Thunder rattle off a quick little run here to tie it back up with 3:25 to go in this first half.
We've got a hell of a ball game here.
Boy, do we. Joey DeLuca's in the building. What's
man,
up?
Joey.
What's up? What's up?
David Robbins, what's good?
956,000 subscribers to pair up with 4. Oh my, I know I was right. 956 viewers, and then I saw subscribers. Like, where was I going with this?
How about that?
Can we get 43 subscribers? If we get, you know what? I'll say this. If we get to 410K subscribers before halftime, I said I would do a shot. Instead, I will do a beer bong at the half.
Okay.
If we could pick up 42 subscribers before halftime, I will do a beer bong at halftime.
And also, we will discount the super chat menu by 50% at halftime.
Yes, we will. Usually we do $20 shots, $10 beers, cheers, $50 beer bongs on the channel. I'll do a beer bong for free if we get to 410 subscribers before the half ends.
Let's do it. 41 away. Shout out Dirk. Rolly loves Dirk. It's his favorite player. Mike Nintendo Master. What up? David Decker, what's good?
Leading scorers in this game. How about this? Benedict Mathurin off the bench for Indiana at 14. That was my player of the game. He had 14 points in game 2 alone.
26-9, Pacers bench outscoring the Thunder.
But how about the Thunder starters outscoring the Pacers starters 42-25?
That's why we have a tie ball game.
That's why we have a tie ball game. McConnell pull-up midi, no good there. Cason Wallace with the good rebound and grabs the board as well. Thunder have a chance to reclaim the lead here. SGA driving, spinning. Oh, my goodness. That was fucking disgusting. Excuse my language. Back in front goes OKC. Siakam to the rim. Layup. Good. Patton in Indiana just right out of a make. Quickly the other way. Back tie to 53. Boy, they're so good at that. SGA sees 2 bodies. Gets a screen from Hartenstein. Driving left. Spinning. Drop off to Hartenstein for a slam. That was really close to a turnover, but Hartenstein made the cut at the right time to get a passing lane for SGA. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for the MVP. Siakam working on Hartenstein the other way. 2:20 to go in the first half. Driving, bumped, kicked out to Hailiburton. He gets downhill. Floater, Good. He's got that floater on automatic today, Coop. That's, I think, his 6th point. So 3 for 3. Maybe not 3 for 3, but at least his 3rd made shot in that 8-foot floater.
He got around his defender, and then he saw Hartenstein coming at him, just put it right over the top.
Hailiburton with 9 points and 7 assists in the first half. SGA driving, stops at the elbow, jumper, can't get it to go. He really has struggled with his jump shot today. All of his points coming at the line or at the rim. Hailiburton, top of the key 3. Good! Hailiburton with his 2nd 3 of the first half. And the Pacers go back in front by 3.
He faked the pass and got an open shot and knocked it down.
12 first half points for Hailiburton, but more importantly, Coop, 8 shot attempts. Jalen Williams to the rack, draws the foul, and he'll go back to the charity stripe with 90 seconds in the half. Remember, we talked about it. I think in the first half, Coop, of the first 2 games, Hailiburton took 5 shots in each of the first 2 first halves.
Yep.
He had 13 shot attempts in each of the first 2 games. On pace to get much more than that, and the Pacers are at their best when Hailiburton's shooting 19, 20 times a game rather than 13 or 15.
Which is exactly what we said was one of the keys to the game, is that he needed to be more aggressive and get more shot attempts up. 8 so far, and he's 5 for 8.
Hailiburton having an excellent first half. Jalen Williams coming on here just as of late in this half, makes the first free throw, has a chance to get OKC within 1 with a minute 30 to go. Remember, if we get to 410K subscribers before halftime, we'll do a beer bong at the half.
Nice.
Jalen Williams misses the 2nd free throw. Ball being fought for. Goes out of bounds. I am very shocked that they whistled that Pacers ball. That looked clearly off Indiana. And the ball's inbound and no challenge. Wonder if we could see a replay on that. Tony Brothers was right on front of it. Siakam gets downhill. See, that shouldn't be a foul.
No, I agree.
Siakam's going to the line for a foul for 2 free throws. He just blatantly threw his body into Jalen Williams trying to go for a poster. And I was right. It was off Ben Shepherd. I mean, it was obvious live.
He's standing right
it was
there.
right in front of the...
No, it wasn't.
Wait, what about the hand touch there? No. See, now the angle's tough on that one.
Oh, that's foul.
I don't think those should be fouls. Siakam makes the first.
Nembhard and Nesmith, by the way, both have 3 fouls.
28 subscribers away from a beer bong at halftime. Can we get there? Three-point Indiana lead. Siakam makes the second. 60-56. 13 first-half points for Siakam, so him and Hailiburton have combined for 25 first-half points. Highest scoring first half the Pacers have had in this series. SGA working on Shepherd. Finds a cutting Caruso. Drop off to Jalen Williams. Up and under layup, no good, but a foul. So Jalen Williams is going back to the line.
That was gorgeous ball movement from OKC right there.
Coop, the Thunder have 56 points, by the way.
Oh.
It's a good feed by Caruso. I think he could have laid it in, though, as well. Jalen Williams has been to the line often in this first half. 2 more coming his way. Makes the first. I tweet this out. I really believe it. Like, when I watch Jalen Williams play, it's just another iteration of Jaylen Brown.
They're pretty similar.
Athletic 3-and-D wings who have really, really high highs, really low, low lows, turnover issues, weak handle. I think they're similar. And that's Siakam's 3rd foul, too, Coop.
Wow, so all 3 of their wings have 3 fouls.
Williams goes 2 of 2 at the line, and we have a 2-point game with 1 minute to go in this half. McConnell drops it over to Toppin. Toppin back to McConnell. McConnell really turned this game around in this first half. He drives baseline in a crowd. Is that a foul?
Yep.
I mean, I'll be honest, Coop. Some of these whistles in the first half have been absolutely ridiculous. This officiating creating crew is terrible.
No, I mean, well, that's absolutely a foul. Wallace didn't let McConnell move. He bumps.
I mean, he's hooking his left leg. It's actually more of an offensive foul, Coop.
You could argue it's an offensive foul, but Wallace's knee.
There's every time they're supposed to call it every time they see an offensive player hook someone's leg. McConnell makes the first free throw. I just think that the officiating has been horrific today.
It's not been great. They've called a lot of fouls, which I don't necessarily like. I want to see the boys play.
McConnell doesn't have a made shot, but is about to have his 4th point if he makes this free throw all at the line.
To go along with 4 assists and 3 steals, I believe.
And he makes it. So the lead back to 4 for Indiana. They have also pressed the Thunder all game long. Not making anything easy for the Thunder. Not letting them get it into their sets. 40 seconds to go in this opening 24. SGA drives on Shepherd. Gets to the rim. Left-hand layup is good. Smooth finish there by SGA. Gets the Thunder within 2. You know, the Thunder got up to 60 points. I'm a little surprised by that. McConnell driving inside. Drop off to Shepherd. Blocked by SGA. Saves it. No, he's out of bounds. That is the second block of the game for Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been very good defensively in this series. 11-second differential shot clock, game clock. So assuming the Thunder are able to get a stop or the Pacers score, the Thunder will have last. Did they reset the shot clock? So I guess now the Pacers will have final possession as there's a 1-second differential in the game clock, shot clock. So Pacers will likely go into the halftime break with a 2-point lead. It would be the first time the Pacers hold a lead at the break. McConnell has it. 11 seconds to go. Now he drives on Joe, who he takes a shot earlier in the shot clock and buries a mid-range pull-up. 4-point lead. 6 seconds to go in the half. SGA got to go. 3, 2. SGA gets it off. Does he? It doesn't go, so it does not matter. That's halftime in Game 2. Indiana leads 64-60 here at the break.
What a first half this was. TJ McConnell turned the game around for the Indiana Pacers as he was absolutely magnificent in that first half. The Pacers getting big contribution from their bench. Need a little more from their starters. They're in a bit of foul trouble with Nembhard, Nesmith, and Siakam all having 3 fouls. That'll certainly be something to watch here in the second half. Roll Dog, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick.
All right.
BRB.
We did not get to 410 subscribers before the half, unfortunately, so we are not going to do a beer bong. But I'll say this as Coop is away. If we get to 410K subscribers while Coop's gone, we're going to make him do a beer bong. Can we get 21 subscribers while Coop's going to the bathroom? Mike Nintendo Master, I'm about to kick you out of this chat for putting me 12th behind all of those people. Just flat out disrespectful from you. Flat out disrespectful. I don't tolerate that. Yeah, Apachito's Rolly Gang. That's right. 19 subscribers away. Rolly, you didn't put as much as they have. What do you mean put as much as that? You named half the people you named over me. Well, I guess 2 of them. Wow, Mike, I see how it is. You said it's against me as a person. Mike, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Mike, I used to consider us friends. I guess it's a one-way straight. Hurts, Mike. It hurts. All right. Can we get to that subscriber number to make Coop do a beer bong? We put out daily content here at Chat Sports. I mean, we're live for free for the game. You also can't comment unless you subscribe. So if you are someone watching that wants to get in the action in the comments, you got to be subscribed. Appreciate you. Xander says the number one person at Chat Sports is Smitty on Warriors today.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
I tell you, it's so funny to me when you see people who watch Chat Sports on a niche channel come over to like the main coverage. We'll talk about the entire company, and you'll get people say like, I don't want to be mean, so maybe I'll refrain from using examples. But you'll just get some random ass ones, man. It's a good point. We're gonna change the live poll. Who you got?
Oh, dude, I have a hell of a chance of this one hitting. I have Ben Shepherd, more, 4.5 points. He's at 4. TJ McConnell, more than 6.5 points. He's at 6.
Dude, I wanted to take McConnell, and I didn't. I got scared.
Wiggins, less than 6. He's at nothing.
Yeah, I know. That was a sharp play by me if it stays that way.
And then Holmgren and Nesmith combined 27.5.
So I'm going to look at my entry. So Jalen Williams already has hit. Aaron Wiggins is less than 6. I need one Hailiburton 3. He had 2 in the first half. I need one Luguentz Dort foul. And then the issue is Obi Toppin, the 2 turnovers. Is that the last thing you need pretty much?
Well, Obi's in my other lineup.
Oh, you did 2 different lineups. What's up, Riley Shea? 60% of the live poll rocking with the Pacers right now. Coop, I'm also going to go quickly to the bathroom. If you want to play the game of can we get to 410 subscribers while I'm in the bathroom, I'll do a beer bong. Go ahead.
We're going to play a different game, but you have to leave the room
Different
first.
game? Oh, God.
Rolly has to leave the room first. All right, Rolly's gone. All right, if we get to 410,000 subscribers, what should we make Rolly do? I don't even have an idea for him. We can make him beer bong. That's fine. I really didn't have an idea for him. What up, Emmett? Riley Shea? Soccer? David? Highest scoring close game. Look, man, this is the Pacers' world in this playoffs. There's no question about it. No question about it. Ernest, who am I going for? I think I'm rooting for the Pacers. Peter says, yes, sirs. For those of you that don't know, I host our Mavericks channel, youtube.com/MavsTV. You can go check it out. I'm rooting for Rick Carlisle. I'm rooting for Myles Turner, who's a Dallas native. So I'm probably rooting for them. But most of all, I'm rooting for a good game, which we absolutely have here with the Pacers leading the Thunder by 4 at halftime. That's crazy, Mike. That's crazy. We're 13 subs away. Can we make Rolly suffer? Hit that sub button. Help us get to 410,000 subs here on our main Chat Sports channel. I appreciate that, Mike. I'm cool with that. I'll take third. I'll take third. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 12 points and 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. He also has 3 turnovers, though, as he sits 5 of 12 from the field. Shai uncharacteristically turning the ball over there a little bit. So he will need to tighten that up there in the second half. And the Thunder are going to need more from their bench, whereas the Pacers are going to need more from their starters. However, Pascal Siakam and Aaron Nesmith, Andrew Nembhard all have 3 fouls for Indiana. What up, Eric Dexter? What's going on, my friend? Appreciate you tuning in. That's my guy right there, Eric Dexter. You're rooting for OKC? Let me know who you guys got, as we are 10 subs away. Rolly is still not back yet, so we have a chance to hit this. We have a chance to hit it. Let me know who you guys got down in the comments. OKC for the Thunder, IND for the Indiana Pacers. I'm rooting for the Pacers, but let me know who you guys got to win. Oh, Eric, I didn't know you were from OKC. That's what's up. Ty Man going with Indiana. GR Indiana. Emmett. David Robbins all saying Indiana. Mike OKC. That was aggressive. That was aggressive.
I don't want to hear from you.
That was aggressive. Rolly's back. Have no fear.
Did we get there? What would we have to do if we got there? We didn't get there. People don't want it.
You'll never know.
What was it though?
I didn't have a plan.
No plan.
No plan.
Okay.
I was going to think of something.
Well, it seems like you did a good job of that.
Yep.
Shoot.
Xander saying Pacers. Soccer. I said before the game OKC's going to win. I think I want to change my mind. I think the Pacers are going to win.
Okay. We still got probably another 7 minutes in halftime. I just scrolled back. Halftime started about 8.5 minutes ago, so usually about 15.5, 16 minutes. Mike Nintendo Master says, here's something that'll make you feel better. I got the rankings wrong. You're at 5. I'll take that.
5? That's good.
I'll take that. Eric Dexter says, beer bong for me. You know, Eric, usually a beer bong is $50 on the channel. I'll bring it down to 20. If someone says a $20 super chat, I'll do a beer bong.
20.
Usually $20 are shots. I'll chug a whole beer for $20 right now.
Let's do it.
Why not? Mike says, only reason you're not higher is because the others do major channels that I like. Because I used to live in Washington, the Seahawks. Well, Mike.
Mike?
The Dolphins ain't a major channel?
Dolphins a major channel, Mike.
Come on. Mike, it's all right. I'm just yanking your chain.
He's just joshing you.
Just joshing you, man. Joel's coming in from Indiana.
Let's go.
Shout out to you, Joel. I still think the Pacers ultimately win.
I think the Pacers are going to win this game.
Oh, did I say Pacers? I meant to say Thunder. I meant to say Thunder. I'm sorry. Yeah, I only do one football channel. I'll be honest. I don't think I could handle 2 NFL channels. I simply don't think I would. I would rather, I'm no joke, I'd rather take the one NBA, one NFL than 2 NFL, even though I know the 2 NFL, there's just more money there. I would just rather do NBA. Like, I know the nightly grind too is a little bit too much, but I don't mind it. And having to cover 2 NFLs with how much moves and those games on Sundays, I mean, that would just be something I don't want to do.
I don't hate that take.
So I don't know. I bet if you polled the office, I bet 2 NFL channels over 1 and 1 would probably win. Marshall, I know, is with me. He'd rather do 1 NBA, 1 NFL.
Well, he would not. Yeah, I mean, he would never do another non-Giants anyways.
Well, I'm just say beforehand. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah, fair.
I'm curious to see what Smitty would answer if I asked him that, because he doesn't do actually any NFL.
Only NBA.
Yeah, but I asked him, would you rather do 2 NBA, 2 NFL, or 1 and 1? I wonder what his answer would be.
It's a good question.
I'll also answer this in a counterpoint. I wouldn't want to do 2 NBA.
That'd be a grind.
That is a grind.
Be a grind.
If I'm doing 2 NBA, like, I would need revised hours in the offseason, because I would be essentially working every night.
Yeah.
During the NBA season, and to grind out like schedules now. If my teams
don't
aren't
disagree.
I just wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. That would be quite something.
Well, we don't have to worry about that, do we, Coop?
We do not. We do not. That's why we're here talking ball. Mac Tay says Thunder is still definitely winning.
Coop, I made the bold prediction that the Thunder were still going to win the series in 5.
You did, after they lost game 1.
After game 1. I said, I think they still rattle off 4 in a row. I'll be honest, this first half maybe gives me some question on that, because I know it's game 3. It's the first game of an NBA Finals at home in Indiana in 25 years. But this Pacers team seems like they kind of... And it's crazy to say. It's like, Yeah, their offense has been better, but like their defense has been more impressive to me, but they still gave up 60 points.
Yeah, this was the highest scoring half of the series, I believe, with the Pacers getting 64 and the Thunder still getting 60. Both teams have shot the ball pretty well. The Pacers calmed their turnovers down after the first quarter. SGA has 3 turnovers to just 3 assists, though.
Look, I keep on like ping-ponging back and forth almost, Coop. It's just like, well, the Pacers look good. They scored 64. Did they figure out the Thunder defense? But then I also think to myself, the Thunder, I thought, had a bad offensive first half.
And
they scored 60 points.
Right.
And if their defense hones in a little bit, and if Indiana played the exact defense they did in the first half, I think it would be a good half. But I will say this. They fouled a lot. A lot of free throws.
A lot of fouls, absolutely, yeah. We'll see what the whistle looks like here in the second half. I think the Thunder do need more from their bench. The Thunder need more from their bench, and the Pacers need more from their starters. That's kind of how I see it. I mean, Hailiburton had a really good first half. But besides
when you're talking starters, it's really just Myles Turner, Andrew Nembhard, and Aaron Nesmith. They have been non-factors.
Non-factors, completely.
Siakam and Hailiburton both are shooting 5 of 8 from the field and have combined from 12 or 15 or 25 points, excuse me. But Nesmith, Turner, and Nembhard are combined 3 for 8 from the field and combined for 9 points. That's not going to get it done because you can't anticipate 24 or 30 points off the bench consistently from Toppin, McConnell, Mathurin, and Shepherd. So,
interesting to see.
We will see. You know, we talked about this at halftime of last game, Coop. You know, we don't take commercials like the broadcast, which is why we're awesome. Our little commercial will take a step away from talking about Pacers Thunder. We'll talk more NBA as a wide basis here, Coop. We talked the last stream about what team could take a Thunder-esque leap with their young core over a 2 or 3 year span in each conference. Let's talk about the latest trade rumors now in the NBA.
Please, let's do it because there's a lot of them.
So we'll stick with the 2 big cojones here that are leading the offseason, and we'll leave it at that, or this could be a hour-long podcast-type discussion, and we won't talk about the game. Giannis, I think we both agree, seems like he's going to stay in Milwaukee.
I think he stays with the Bucks, yes.
Yeah, we both agree there. But the one player that will for sure be on a different team next season is the Slim Reaper, Kevin Durant.
Easy money sniper.
Shams Charania reported today that there is interest from Minnesota, the Knicks, the Heat, the Rockets, and the Spurs. But the New York Post then said that the Knicks do not have any interest in Kevin Durant. So I'm going to trust the New York Post. We're on the 4. Quickly before the second half gets underway, Coop, which team do you think gets Kevin Durant, and why does he go to that team?
I think if they want him, he's going to be a San Antonio Spur. I think that makes the most sense for him. They need a true veteran superstar to help Wemby, help Devin Vassell and that young core, although Vassell might be.
Vassell would probably be a Phoenix Sun.
Yeah, so I could see that. Well, I don't know why. I just feel like San Antonio would be a great landing spot for him, and he would make complete sense, and he would elevate San Antonio into a playoff team in the Western Conference. And if it's not San Antonio, I think it's your Miami Heat.
I would agree. It sounds like it's a Heat versus Spurs battle for KD. I wonder how much KD's preference will weigh in the matter, or will Phoenix just say we're taking the best offer? Because I actually think KD will ultimately say, I'm fine with either San Antonio or Miami. But I think the Spurs package will likely be better because I think they would package the 14th overall pick, Devin Vassell, and salary to get Kevin Durant. And Miami's best package, or what they'd probably be willing to offer, is a combination of Andrew Wiggins, Duncan Robinson, Nikola Jovic, maybe Jaime Jaquez Jr. too, and the 20th overall pick. And I think you'd probably prefer the San Antonio package. Although if the Suns prioritize getting underneath the luxury tax, based off their contract team options, and they could waive Duncan after getting them, they could get underneath the apron and save a lot of money on the tax.
Yeah, if I had to guess, it would be one of those 2 teams, and I think we'll find out here pretty quickly.
I think in the next week and a half we'll have a Fine knowledge. All right, the second half has gotten underway. And the first possession, how about SGA blocking, I think, Nesmith on a drive? That is the third block of the game for SGA. And then Jalen Williams in transition lays it up and in. So the Thunder with a picture-perfect start on both ends of the floor to start this second half and are back within 2. Myles Turner has been extremely quiet, will remain that way, comes up short on a corner 3 off the catch. Thunder have a chance to tie or take the lead. Jalen Williams takes a bump and rattles home a mid-range shot, and we're tied up at 64 real quick here in the second half. That was a really good bucket there by Jalen Williams. Physical, tough play there. Hailiburton, pick and roll with Siakam, swings at the Nembhard. Nembhard gets downhill, drops it off to Siakam. His floater doesn't go. And the Thunder have a chance to jump out in front real quick here with a 6-0 run to start the half. SGA, step back, left elbow shot is good. And how about that 6-0 run in the first 90 seconds of the half? And Rick Carlisle calls timeout.
Enough. Rick Carlisle loves calling early timeouts when he doesn't see what he likes from his team, and that was a picture-perfect start for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets it started on the defensive end, and then he hits another midi to give the Thunder the lead. A great start to the second half for OKC.
Net didn't even move on that midi. SGA now has 3 blocks, a just ridiculous number here. I mean, not often do you see your point guard give you 3 blocks. He's also got 14 points, 5 boards, and 4 assists. Mike, the NBA channels we have here, we have the Heat Report, hosted by yours truly. Dallas Mavericks today by yours truly up there. We have the Bulls Report. We have the Lakers Report. We have Warriors today. We have Knicks now.
Celtics
we have
today.
Celtics today. There's one more. I think we have 8, but I have 7 fingers up right now.
Sixers.
That's number 8. Sixers now by Chat Sports. I knew we had 8, but I couldn't think of anyone.
Always forget about Sixers.
You know the channel I always forget about? I actually always forget about Celtics for some reason. No Cavs channel, unfortunately, no.
F. Smitty.
Let's give it a little clap up for the people, though. Crossing 410 subscribers today. Shout out to y'all. 1,100 people watching. We're on track to have our best live show of the NBA Finals. Appreciate all of y'all. Continue to hit that thumbs up icon, too. It's a little bit ridiculous. I don't want to bring the mojo down right now, Coop, but 1,100 people watching, only 260 likes.
That's just not good enough.
I mean, that's just horrible.
Yeah, it's not good enough.
I mean, it just simply is not good.
Bad ratio.
I would not want to get yelled at tomorrow, and the best way to help us out is not getting yelled at is by hitting that like button.
And the pace that we are on right now, we might be having a meeting tomorrow morning.
5 a.m.
I don't want to know. And to be honest, I'll be missing that meeting because I'm not setting my alarm for 4:40. It's just not happening. What a start to this half from OKC.
You know, and I'll say this, like I said it during the half, I still think the Thunder win. I just have to imagine that the Thunder defense was going to play a better half. And with how, like, and we consistently mentioned, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but we talked about how the Pacers, we thought, played a really good defensive half, yet the Thunder were still able to get 60 points.
Exactly,
so it's like you imagine the Thunder defense is going to play better, not giving up 64. And if the Pacers can't play that much better of a defensive half but still gave up 60, then it's probably a bad sign.
You know that the Pacers are going to come out with a good possession out of this timeout. They always do. Rick Carlisle, one of the best ATO coaches that's ever lived. So they'll come out strong here with a good play. Lance Stevenson's in the house, as is Ron Artest.
Lance Stevenson, one of the best rap songs by an NBA player with Lonzo Ball. Swerve. Look it up, folks.
What is Ron Artest's name nowadays?
I don't know. Good question. All right, we're back in action here after a quick 6-0 Thunder run to start the second half. Myles Turner's really struggled today. Pick and pop, has an open free throw line jumper and comes up really short. Thunder have a chance to extend this run. Jalen Williams to the rim, running floater, goes. Jalen Williams has 6 points in this third quarter already. It's an 8-0 Thunder start to the half. They lead by 4 after trailing by 4 at the break. Myles Turner inside, tried to put Chet in a poster, couldn't do it. Ball loose. Cason Wallace picks it up. Myles Turner now 0 for 3 in this half alone. He's 1 for 8 for the game. Pull up 3 SGA. Too strong. Gets his own rebound. Spins. Back out to Holmgren for a top of the key triple. That's too strong. And the Pacers dodge a big bullet there. Siakam, baseline drive, drops it off to Turner. Blocked, but a foul is called. Alexander on the weak side could not pick up his 4th foul. Instead, picks up his 2nd foul.
Feels like the
4th
Pacers,
block, by the way.
Feels like the Pacers are playing a little too fast right now.
I know Myles Turner's a key piece here. Why are we super focused on Myles Turner getting touches every possession here? The first 4 possessions of the second half, almost every play has been designed to get it to Myles Turner in some capacity. I know he had 12 third quarter points in game 2, but are we really trying to bank on that again?
I think they're just trying to get him going a little bit.
We'll see.
But at some point.
Turner makes both free throws, so the Pacers are finally on the board in this half. Remember, Nembhard, Nesmith, and Siakam all have 3 fouls. No foul trouble for the Thunder at this point. SGA double. That's going to be a jump ball. Excellent defense by Myles Turner. And you'd have to imagine this jump ball will go in the favor of the Pacers, and it will be a stop and turnover for SGA once again.
You don't think SGA can out-jump Myles Turner?
I don't think so, Coop. Do you think you could beat a Greyhound in a race?
Maybe not a Greyhound.
Okay.
A Yorkie? Yeah. ESPN posted a TikTok of a Greyhound earlier today, just absolutely humming.
Dude, those things fly.
Yeah.
I think they get up mid-20 mile per hour.
It's got to be more
I
than
think
that.
I was lowballing it because I didn't know the real answer. A lot of contact here before this jump ball.
Tyler Ford, the 5'7" official, trying to separate the two.
Well, how do you know his height?
Because he's the shortest ref in the... Look at him.
Tip is won by Myles Turner. I feel like this game could get a little chippy down the stretch.
Oh, yeah.
Hailiburton swings it over to Nembhard. Pacers looking to regain the lead or at worst tie. Siakam drives on Jalen Williams, spins, kicks to the corner for Nesmith. Quick release 3. Good! And the Pacers do take the lead back. What are your thoughts on Jared saying you wouldn't even be able to beat a Yorkie?
We'll see.
Cason Wallace just airballed a corner 3. He is now 0 for 6 from 3 in this series. He has not been good offensively. He is guarding Hailiburton right now.
Did they call that a 2 from Nesmith?
Oh, I guess they did. Foot on the line, so we're tied at 68. Myles Turner misses a 3, so he's 1 of 9 from the field now in this game. He has struggled in this one. Hailiburton straight line to the rim, hanging in the air, and finishes through contact. Pacers officially back in front by 2. Hailiburton with 14 points, 7 assists. Wallace inside, running bank shot, good. That's a good answer by Wallace after airballing a 3 just a moment ago. Turner sets a screen for Hailiburton. Hailiburton drives right. Pocket pass to Turner for a mid-range jumper, and Myles Turner finally gets one to go. Myles Turner now 2 of 10 from the field. 7 points for the longest tenured Pacer. SGA gets a screen, throws it away. Hailiburton read it like a book, and he will lay it in with ease on the other end. 4-point Pacers lead. What an excellent defensive play by Hailiburton off the ball. 13th turnover of the game for the Thunder. The Pacers have 7. I feel like all 7 of those came in the first half.
Yeah, they had 5 in the first quarter.
Yet, on those 7 turnovers, the Thunder have been able to only score 5 points. SGA, sidestep 3, bottoms. It's a big answer for Gilgeous-Alexander. 17 points for the MVP on 7 of 14 shooting. Siakam to the rim, fouled. Is it on the floor or in the act of shooting?
Believe that one will be on the floor. What a move here from Shai. He kind of got fouled by Nembhard.
That's a tough 3. That looks like me at LA Fitness.
That was. Stop it.
I got that move in my bag, Coop.
You got the step back going left?
Yeah, I do. That's
Okay.
actually my move. Siakam rattles on the first free throw. Driving left, that is my move because that's the one where I get the most separation. Drive left, and then was able to plant the right foot between the legs, back to the right hand into a mid-range, or if it's not there, back to the right hand, drive, tack that front foot. If that's not there, combination back behind the back to the left hand for a 3. I got it in my bag, Coop.
So you're copying Luka's game.
I think Luka copied me. Luka copied me.
They did call this a shooting foul, by the way.
Yes, they did. And Siakam knocked down the first free throw. 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. Siakam makes the second, and it's a 3-point game. $15 points in this one for Siakam. Is yet to get to 20 points in this series. Same thing with Hailiburton. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if the Pacers have had a 20-point scorer in the first 2 games. Good ball movement for OKC. It's a Dort corner 3. High arcing, and it almost hit the ceiling, but it fell in. Lou Dort's got 4 threes today. He's 4 for 4, and he has 12 points back square at 76.
A rainbow 3 from Lou Dort.
I just like sometimes when he launches those things, man, you don't know how in the world he even gets it to the rim because he takes so much effort to get it up in the air. Siakam swings at the Hailiburton. Right wing 3 for him. Too strong. Rebound Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder have a chance to reclaim the lead in this back and forth third quarter. SGA gets downhill. Loses the handle. Kicks it to the corner for Caruso. 10 on the shot clock. Out to Jalen Williams. He'll attack Siakam. Pull up left wing jumper. Can't get the friendly roll. I'll tell you what, they have not got Holmgren involved at all since the opening moments of this game. Had 15 first half points, yet hasn't been involved here. Hailiburton, step back 3. Good! Hailiburton's 3rd triple of the evening. Forces a timeout by OKC and Dagenhalt with 5:40 to go in the third.
I believe that's 20 now for Tyrese Haliburton. 19.
Hailiburton's more on 3-pointers was free chicken, Coop.
That was free breach.
Free chicken, man. Want to check my lineup on Prize Picks now.
If Lou gets one more foul and Obi gets the turnover, I'm very rich.
I would agree.
I need that.
Dort is going to pick up another foul.
I need a bucket each also from Ben Shepherd and TJ McConnell. And then I'll be like very, very, very rich.
$1,400 people watching. Appreciate everybody hanging out. We just crossed 300 likes. Let's get to 400. You know what, Coop? We get to 400 likes, I'll do a shot. Not a time frame. When we get to 400 likes, I'm doing a shot.
I'll join you. Was Wiggins your call?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
my
very
picks
sharp.
today. My sharp picks were Hailiburton more than 2.5 threes, less than on Aaron Wiggins. Those were my 2. And then I took the free square from Jalen, took Smitty's Obi Toppin, and then I took, I would say, your Lou Dort fouls.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So those were my 5 picks. But I cannot say this with 100% confidence unless Aaron Wiggins ends up getting hot here, that my 2 picks got 2 for 2. Could have just taken my 2 picks, paired it up with Jalen Williams, and just been a very nice 6-X play.
Won some dough.
It could have just been nice. Could have settled, but got aggressive.
Why not with free funds?
I mean, well, it's not
Monopoly.
free.
It's Monopoly money.
It's not free.
Monopoly money. Listen to David Robbins and hit that thumbs up icon, baby.
Like I said, when we get to 400, I'm doing a shot. We're 80 away. I mean, we should be able to get there instantaneously with 1,480 people watching, Coop. The most views we've gotten on a watch party this finals, Coop, was 67K live. Got more after the fact, but live closed at 67. We are well on the way to top that in Game 3.
We got 1,500 people watching right now.
Remember, if you're just joining us and have not seen the statistic out there in the past, we have acknowledged the fact that the winner of a Game 3 in the NBA Finals, when the series is 1-1, wins 80% of that series. So very pivotal game in this one. Ty, man, that's a no, dog. It's a no.
That's a yes.
What?
Is this news to you?
Yeah, no one wanted to tell me that?
Yeah, he's doing at-homes until he hits his bonus.
That's insane. And they're okay with that?
Yeah, they heard it.
Oh. All right, then. That's kind of chills that we don't have to worry about Browns in office anymore.
He's doing at-home, yeah. They're all at-home.
Yeah, it's still kind of chills.
Yeah.
All right, we're back in action. Pacers leading 79-76. Ty, man, I guess you know more about me.
Ooh.
Jalen Williams just missed a dunk on a backdoor cut. Hailiburton with the board. He's out and running. Body's hitting the deck. He lobs inside. SGA knocks it loose out to Hailiburton, who throws it right to Caruso. Thunder have numbers in transition. Caruso to a trailing Jalen Williams. Back out to Caruso. Right wing 3. Good! That is Thunder basketball to a T, and we're tied up again with 5 minutes to go in the third.
Alex Caruso making his presence known.
I mean, he's done it all series long. He's been arguably the third most consistent player, and he almost gets another steal here, tips that one out of bounds. He actually has been the most consistent player outside of SGA.
He has been, absolutely.
Jalen Williams has had up and down moments. Chet Holmgren's had up and down moments, but Caruso has consistently been good in all 3 games to this point. Just the only person that's been more consistent is SGA. Pull up mid-range for Mathurin. He had 14 off the bench in the first half. He'll have an early bucket here in the second half. He has been phenomenal, Coop. 81-79. Jalen Williams working on Thomas Bryant. Creates a lot of separation with a step-back midi, but can't knock it home. Nembhard in transition. He'll step back. Thought about a 3, but ultimately changes his mind, dumps it inside, but there will be a foul on Jalen Williams before grab Thomas Bryant.
Is this Thomas Bryant's first minutes in the game?
No, he played in the first half.
Did he? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Hailiburton's already got more points tonight in the first 3 quarters than he did in games 1 and 2 combined. So he's about to inbound the ball.
2-point lead for Indiana. Hailiburton inbounds at the Thomas Bryant. Gets it back now. Dort defending. Swings it to Mathurin. Mathurin's been hot today. Caruso defending. Back to Hailiburton. Drives. Gets by Lu Dort. Hangs. Kicks. Top in. Left wing 3. No good there. And Hartenstein, who's played a very limited role today, gets the board. Got in foul trouble early. SGA driving left on Nembhard. Bumps him. Thought about a mid-range, doubled, swings it out to Caruso. Caruso with 8 on the shot clock, trying to get it back to SGA, does. In the mid-range, 5. They send 2, Toppin. SGA can't hit the fadeaway on the baseline. They've done an excellent job double-teaming. Toppin swings it to Mathurin, who stepped out of bounds. Is that a turnover for Toppin or Mathurin?
That's Mathurin.
It should be Toppin. It was a fucking terrible pass.
I agree. Don't yell at me.
I'm just getting mad because Obi Toppin should have 2 turnovers.
He should.
He's made 2 bad passes, but because he wasn't the last one to touch it. Ridiculous, Coop.
I don't disagree.
Fix the system. Hartenstein hands it off to Caruso. Caruso drives, gets to his left hand, can't make the layup, got a good look at it. Mathurin up ahead to Toppin to the rim, smoked the lefty layup. Hartenstein with the board, bodies hit the deck in the back end there. What happened to Chet Holmgren? I don't know. 3 minutes to go in the third. Hartenstein in the short roll. Out to Holmgren. Right wing 3 for the lead. No good. Ball loose. Dort picks it up and gives the Thunder a second chance. SGA in the logo. Gets the switch on to Bryant. Hold on. SGA drives on Bryant. Fouled. Hard foul. SGA going the line for 2.
Sources are telling me that was an Obi turnover. Let's go.
Prize Picks counted as one?
Yeah.
Chills.
Come on.
I feel like better at the racehorse. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. One more turnover, Obi Toppin. Yo, that would actually be full body. Then it would just be down the Luguentz Dort. SGA's free throw hits front rim, but gets the friendly rolling in.
I need SGA free throws.
SGA hasn't really been in the line that much
is
today,
4.
has he? Only his 4th attempt. That Obi Toppin counting as a turnover. SGA makes the second free throw. We're tied up at 81. 2.5 to go. Mathurin at the top of the key. Myles Turner sets a screen. Pull up 3 for Benedict Mathurin. Can't go. Good rebound in traffic for Caruso. He'll hand it off to SGA, who is now defended by Shepherd as Andrew Nembhard takes a seat. SGA driving on Shepherd. Drops it off to Hartenstein. Gets it right back. 10 on the clock. Driving left. Discards Shepherd and buries the 10-footer to give the Thunder a 2-point lead.
That is a bucket.
He's raw, dude.
He's nice.
Siakam backing down on SGA. Sees a couple of bodies. Now drives back in with the left hand. That's goaltending. Yeah. Isaiah Hartenstein called with the goaltend.
Shepherd played good defense there, but SGA just gives him a little shoulder. That would be a push-off under normal circumstances, but it is unethical hooper SGA that gets the non-call.
I can't do this anymore. 2 minutes to go in the third. We're tied at 83.
That was a Jalen Brunson move. That doesn't get called.
Jalen Brunson's less ethical than SGA.
Oh, I don't disagree.
Holmgren driving, loses the handle, bodies hit the deck, ball still loose. Siakam ends up picking it up. Chance for the Pacers to reclaim the lead. Siakam sees 3 bodies at the top of the key, now just Hartenstein. Drives left, kicks to Shepherd. Shepherd out to Hailiburton. Hailiburton step back 3 over Caruso, came up a bit short there. Dort trying to track down the rebound, but Shepherd gets to it first. Now Turner thought about a 3, but will slow it down and reset. 8 on the shot clock for the Pacers. Hailiburton working on Dort, over to Siakam, right wing 3. That was never online, and Dort flies in for the board. 1 minute to go here in the third. Low-scoring quarter. Pacers uncharacteristically 6 for 21 from 3. SGA driving on Shepherd, takes a bump. No foul. Pacers in transition. Mathurin to the rim. Fouled by Caruso. Smart decision there, and it will be 2 free throws for the 0-0 man off the bench. It's a good no call by the officials. Mathurin has a chance to put Indiana back up in front here. Mathurin does, giving the Pacers an 84-83 lead. The man who turned this game around in the second quarter, TJ McConnell, subs in. Couple substitutions for the Thunder. SGA takes a seat. Jalen Williams back in. Aaron Wiggins is also back in. Mathurin misses the second, so it remains a 1-point lead. Under a minute to go in the third. Mathurin's got 17 points off the bench on 6 of 8 shooting. Cason Wallace initiating the offense here for OKC. They're trying to go 2 for 1 and pick their spot carefully. Jalen Williams gets downhill, finds a cutting Holmgren, and one! That is just a dumb decision by TJ McConnell. McConnell was out of position. There was no chance for him to contest. There was no chance for him even to foul Holmgren and for him to not get off a shot. At that point, just let it go, TJ. Now you give the Thunder a 3-point opportunity and for them to take a potential 2-point lead.
He tried to grab him to try to prevent the dunk, but he just couldn't get a hold of him, and he gave Chet an easy bucket with the and one.
I mean, it was a foul because he did purposely grab his
absolutely.
lower half. But, like, it's one of those things where him touching him, in fact, like, impacted nothing.
Yeah.
So just let it go.
Good pass by Jalen.
Yeah, that was perfectly timed, perfectly cut. Holmgren now at the line, who had a dominant first half, quiet second half. Gives OKC a 2-point lead. 34.7 seconds to go. Will the Pacers go 2 for 1? Doesn't look like it. They'll settle for one good shot here. Try to even this game up or take the lead once again. So Thunder project to have final shot of this period. McConnell working on Wallace. They flatten out the offense. It's McConnell by himself. Now Shepherd sets a screen. McConnell drives on Wiggins, gets inside, fades away from about 4 feet, uncharacteristically misses a shot that he never misses. Rebound OKC. Thunder, 5 on the clock. They'll be leading going into the fourth. Jalen Williams, with a crossover 3. Bang! What a move by Jalen Williams! And the Thunder will lead by 5 going into the final 12. Had Aaron Nesmith. Little wobbly there at the top of the key. What a move from J-Dub. The Thunder trailed by 4 at the break. They lead by 5 going into the fourth. A 9-point quarter for the Thunder. It's fourth quarter time. Spam those 4s.
Y'all know what to do already.
Spam those 4s. This is one hell of a game, Coop.
Let's go.
One hell of a game. As we consistently mention, Game 3 winner in a series tied 1-1 wins 80% of the time.
Yep.
Will that happen once again? If the Thunder win this game, Coop, I would be willing to say that the series is almost over.
The Thunder win this game, it's over in 5.
I predicted over in 5, but the thing is, and the reason why I say that, if the Thunder win this game, and honestly win any of the games in Indiana, I don't see the Thunder losing another game at home this series.
Yeah, I agree.
Whether it's Game 5 or Game 7. So,
yeah.
Let's give out some shout-outs here. Shout-out Score, shout-out Xander, shout-out Thomas, Tyman, Chester, Scooter, Soccer, William, Mike Nintendo, all typing those 4s. Continue to get the 4s in the chat.
Go, baby.
Come on, spam it. Get the 4s. We got 12 minutes of a really good game left. David Decker.
Here we go. This is going to be some high drama basketball here. Xander Harlan.
GR. Coop, it's getting shaky, man.
I know.
Aaron Wiggins has nothing. We need one Obi turnover. Lou Dort to have 2 fouls ideally to clear the full line. 1 to guarantee us money.
I need a bucket from Ben Shepherd and TJ McConnell for my other lineup. each.
See, that's sketchy because TJ, if he doesn't get one in the first,
he missed the fucking gimme at the end of the quarter.
If he doesn't get one in the first 4 minutes of this quarter, Coop, I don't know if he finishes in the final 8.
I might have to DM him.
DMing TJ McConnell of all people would be hysterical. Speaking of hysterical, quick sidebar before we get into fourth quarter action. I have been salivating at the idea of getting back home and watching Tires tonight.
I'm through episode 5.
Hold on. I got to hear something. Might have an update on Katie. What did he say?
What do we got?
Is that Eddie Gonzalez? That's Katie's guy. He went on live and said Spurs, Wolves, Heat in that order.
Interesting.
I don't know if that's in terms of most likely, in terms of Katie's preference.
That's Katie's guy.
That's what I've heard.
Here we go.
All right. Fourth quarter action's underway. Pacers trailing by 5 at home.
Got our first super chat of the day as well.
Oh, sweet. Jalen Williams driving downhill. He's had a really strong second half. Reverses his pivot foot, but can't hit the little right floater shot. Rebound down to Indiana. McConnell working on the right wing. Obi Toppin flashes. He gets it. Turn it over, Obi. Nope. Gets it over to Mathurin. Mathurin's been hot. Spinning, fouled, and won! Benedict Mathurin has been a savior for the Pacers off the bench tonight. This was such a tough move. Spin. I don't really know if this is a foul, if I'm going to be completely honest. But it's called. Shout out to Todd, over in 5. Thanks, guys. Todd, appreciate you, my friend.
My guy.
Mathurin converts the three-point play, and just like that, Indiana's back within 2. Caruso, guarded by Siakam, dishes it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein hands it off to Jalen Williams. Williams works downhill, kicks it out to Caruso. One more to Wallace. Wallace gets into the paint. Floater is good. What a tough running shot by Cason Wallace. Wallace has not been able to find any shot from deep, but has been able to get to the rim. McConnell to the rim. Layup, good. What a tough bucket for TJ. Back and forth we go here to start the fourth. Hartenstein driving on Toppin. He gets to his left hand and banks it home. Don't see Hartenstein take it off the dribble often, but he gets the inside angle on Obi Toppin. Toppin the other way, driving on Wiggins. Tosses it to Shepherd, but a foul on the side. A foul. What are you upset about?
I need a McConnell and a Shepherd bucket.
Oh, that was Shepherd underneath the rim. Tough break there. Who caught the foul? That was Dort in the game?
I didn't even see.
Dort's not even in the game. Mathurin inside, hanging left hand. Oh my goodness. Benedict Mathurin is absolutely cooking. NBA Jam fire style right now.
The Benny Math game.
22 points on 8 of 10 shooting off the bench. Jalen Williams driving left, has Obi Toppin. Kicks it out to Aaron Wiggins, who has been nothing today. Hartenstein, bad pass, turns it over. McConnell in transition to the corner. He'll throw it away. Whoa, are they saying it's Pacers ball?
Did it get deflected?
I don't think so whatsoever. That is a ridiculous call, I think. Yeah, the Thunder are going to call timeout challenges. I mean, the refs, what are we looking at?
Oh my God, it wasn't even 4 feet.
I don't want to over-exaggerate when I say
embarrassing.
that's the worst call in maybe NBA history.
That I've ever seen. That's bad.
There wasn't a Thunder player within 5 feet of the basketball when that was thrown out of bounds. That is dumbfounding. That is one of those moments where I just want to I have no care of who wins this game. I want to go put the ref in a stranglehold for making us have this
This is the
TV
NBA Finals.
timeout.
Let's start acting like it.
Are we serious here? Oh my God. Shout out to DM, Thunder and 5, OKC.
Appreciate you, DM.
Appreciate the $5 super chat, my guy. Appreciate the 1,700 people watching. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. I still can't get over that.
That actually is one of the worst calls
We're
I've ever
forced
seen.
to take an early timeout in the fourth because this ref is blind.
And they have to use one of their challenges.
That is like another reason. Like, what are we doing here? Now, the Thunder will clearly win this challenge, so they'll have one more left. But if they need to use another one and win, well, then they won't have a third. Which, by the way, they need to adopt the NFL rule.
You keep getting them.
Well, max of 3.
Max of 3?
Well, that's what the NFL does.
You keep getting them.
The NFL gives you 2 challenges. If you win both, you get a third. The NBA needs to adopt that. I'm fine maxing it out at 3 because we don't just need unlimited challenges, because I do think it is important in terms of strategizing when you want to try to use your challenges. But you should be allowed a third if you get the first 2 correct. I am firmly on that track.
It used to be 1 no matter what when they first started it. That was a joke.
Yeah, that was a joke too. I don't know if they don't want to adopt a rule from the NFL, but I don't see the issue with it. Come on. You shouldn't be penalizing teams for officials being bad. And that's my TED Talk for the day. Thank you for listening, folks.
YouTube.com/Heat Report.
You can find more there. Although, a lot of complaining going on over there nowadays.
Why is that?
I think we're in for a rough season.
Ooh.
I do think they don't get KD. I think he stays in the West. Although I think for his career, if he wants a chance at winning a title again, I get the Spurs would be really, really good, even though they'd be really good with him being added alongside Wemby, Stephon Castle, Fox, and Harper. I just don't know if it's the good enough to beat the Thunder.
So you think he's a Spur?
I think he's a Spur, but I would argue that if he wants to win a title, which I don't know if he wants to win a title, maybe he just wants to get paid a max extension, have fun hooping, and get buckets. Sounds like, honestly, at this point in his career, that's all that he really cares about.
That's what he said on Twitter.
If he doesn't care about winning a title, then if you want to go play with Fox and Wemby, go ahead. If you want a chance at winning a title, you'd have to imagine Miami would be the best spot out of the teams interested in him, because the Eastern Conference is weaker, and he'd get to play alongside 2 all-star level teams or all players in Hero and Bam. So, not going to say they're all NBA level players, but they're certainly all-star level
He will
players.
be traded.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about that. The Timberwolves would be interesting. I still don't think just him and Ant would be able to get anything done. Would you?
What do they give?
Gobert and Gobert. They could do and McDaniels. I think they would try to keep him. I did the package the other day. Oh, you know what it is? It's Gobert, DiVincenzo, and either draft capital or Dillingham.
Okay.
So it's overturned. So it's Thunderball. It would be Gobert at 35 mil, DiVincenzo at 11, Dillingham at 6. They can maybe even throw in their 17th overall pick. Maybe no draft capital because they're giving Gobert up. I don't know. Back in action, Pacers down by 2. Thunder have ball. What a great play out of the timeout. Dagenhalt scripts up an easy backdoor layup for Holmgren. It's a 4-point game. SGA back in, looking to close this one out on the road for OKC. McConnell out to Toppin. Toppin hands it off to Mathurin. Back to Benedict Mathurin. Lu Dort defending, trying to stop the leading scorer in the game for the Pacers, which didn't have that on my bingo card. Siakam cut off by SGA. 2 on the shot clock. Does he realize that he does? Air ball. What defense by SGA. And that's why he's better.
That's why.
He has been otherworldly defensively in this series. Off the ball, on the ball. Listen, is your guy maybe more of an offensive firehouse? Yeah, barely. But the defense for SGA is why he has the edge. And back to the finals we go. Jalen Williams just throws it away. He has so many mind-numbing turnovers. He's Jaylen Brown. Obi Toppin has it. Obi Toppin struggles and finally gets it to McConnell. McConnell at the top of the key. He drives on Gilgeous-Alexander, spins. Oh, loses the handle, gets it back, and smokes the layup. Rebound falls to Nembhard, who hit 8-foot midi.
Oh.
And then what does Caruso do? Right to McConnell. And then he lays it up and in. That is the third time McConnell has turned the Thunder over on the inbounds. That, you want to talk about mind-numbing turnovers from the Thunder today. They have about like 5 of them. SGA, work on the left wing, tied ball game at 95. 5 on the shot clock, clears out the left side of the floor. Doubled, splits it, throws it up, fouled. And the crowd is not happy. There was contact, though.
That Ben Shepherd foul when he was right under the basket is going to bang job me out of a lot of money.
Well, Dort's got to get... Yeah, that looks like a foul there. The question is it on Nembhard or top and swiping through? I mean, I can't get over this. Coop, look at this. What are the Thunder doing on this inbound? Caruso rarely makes mistake. What is he doing?
Steal.
Like, this is why if my team was in the finals doing this stupid shit,
God, I'd crash.
I would be breaking TVs. SGA misses the first free throw. It's a big miss right there. 8 minutes to go in this ball game. 95 all. Caruso will take a seat. Holmgren in. Cason Wallace also in the game. So believe it's the starting lineup for the Thunder in. SGA's second free throw is good, so the Thunder go back in front by 1. Mathurin has it right wing. Pull up 3. He's hot. He'll stay hot. Benedict Mathurin carrying the Pacers today. 2-point lead. Shout out to DM for another $5 super chat. Your Thunder are kind of selling right now, I can't lie. Jalen Williams working on Mathurin. Gets inside to the left hand and banks it home. Tied back up. Jalen Williams has had a much better second half, that is for sure. McConnell working on Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Toppin. Swings it to Mathurin. Mathurin feeling it. Got to let him cook at this point. Drives left. Loses the handle. Ball on the ground. Ball loose. Siakam picks it up. That thought was an over and back. Saves it. Gets it to Mathurin inside. Running layup. No good. No shot clock violation, although it probably should have been called. Doesn't matter. Thunder have it. They have SGA driving on McConnell. Spinning inside the Holmgren. A lot of contact. A foul on the floor. Will be side out for OKC with 7 minutes to go. Hailiburton set the check back in. Who is he going to take out here? Excellent vision by Gilgeous-Alexander on the spin move and dish off to Holmgren. Obi Toppin just slightly late in recovery, and that's what caused the foul. I mean, can they have an answer for Benedict Mathurin? Myles Turner checking back in. I assume Toppin comes out. No, it's going to be Siakam. So they're going to roll with Siakam then? Mathurin, Turner, Hailiburton. This should have been an over and back, by the way. He grabs it. Yeah, I mean, that's just a ridiculous no. These refs are fucking terrible.
That's what happens when you get Tony Brothers involved.
Nembhard, Toppin, Hailiburton, Turner, and Mathurin are the 5 on the floor for the Pacers. It's Dort, SGA, Cason Wallace, Hartenstein, and Jalen Williams for the Thunder. Williams inbounds it to Hartenstein and gets it back. Hartenstein gets it off the short roll, goes right into Turner, absorbs contact, can't make the left hook shot. Rebound Indiana, tied up at 98. Here comes Turner to Hailiburton. Hailiburton. Step back 3. It's good! Hailiburton with 4 triples in the game. Pacers lead by 3. Cason Wallace, dumb basketball, went under the screen there.
Can't go under there, especially with the way Tyrese has been shooting the rock tonight.
3-point Pacers lead. It's late in the fourth quarter. Coop, let's get a who you got.
Who you got, baby? Type OKC for the Thunder and IND for the Indiana Pacers. Let us know down in the chat. We've got almost 2,000 people live with us right now. Let us know. Let us know.
We got a tight finish on deck. Pacers came from behind on the Thunder in Game 1. Will the Thunder do the same in Game 3? OKC from Todd. Indiana from JP. Tyman. Banjo. Xander. Jack Pope. DM. Rocking with OKC. We're in for a good one, Coop. We are in for a good one.
We're in for a great one. I mean, this could be a great finals finish.
Just need Dort to foul one more time and a top-in turnover.
Dude, I can't believe this Ben Shepherd thing. That I would actually win my lineup if Ben Shepherd got one more point.
I don't think. Why is Lou Dort not going to pick up a third foul?
That's what I'm saying.
2,000 people watching. Appreciate everybody. Continue to hit that like button and subscribe. I can't wait to see how this one finishes up. Honestly, Coop, I feel like my feeling has switched on the matter. I think the Pacers are now going to be able to close out this game.
I think they're going to win this game.
I think they are.
I do too.
I think they are. Is this going to be similar to the Nuggets Thunder series, Coop? Or is this a different type of feel? Because the Nuggets won Game 1, Thunder won Game 2. Nuggets won Game 3, Thunder won Games 4 and 5. Nuggets won Game 6, but then Thunder won at 7.
Look, I said this was going to go 6 to start. I still think after 4, we're going to have a split here. I think if the Pacers win this game, I do believe the Thunder will win Game 4 on Friday.
So you're saying we're heading back to OKC next Monday with a game with a series 2-2.
I think it'll be a 2-2 series.
The NBA Finals does end next week.
No, Game 7 would be...
Yeah, next Sunday.
Monday.
No, it's Sunday.
Yeah,
it's
Sunday.
Next Sunday. So we have Game 4 on Friday, Game 5 on Monday, Game 6 on Thursday, and then Game 7 on Sunday.
Correct.
And then you have the draft just 3 days later.
Unbelievable.
I think the NBA scheduling is horrific.
Oh, it sucks. Put the draft in July 10th.
Put the draft in. This is what they should do. They should put the draft, let's just say July 15th. Free agency, August 1st. Space it out, man.
I'm in.
You don't need to have the NBA draft and free agency practically at the same time. It makes no sense. I get it. The NBA wants to dominate like a 2-week window in the offseason, in the summer, before the NFL preseason starts. But, like, what are we doing here? Space it out, my friend. 3-point lead for Indiana. We're back in action. 10 on the shot clock, and the Thunder haven't got into anything here on this possession. SGA, I thought he traveled. He did. It's a turnover. Also, what is Lou Dort doing there?
Almost got an offensive foul.
Well, Dort just he's just sitting behind SGA. Like, what? You space the floor. Why are you mirroring where he is on the floor? Nesmith back in the game. I cannot believe Obi Toppin is still in. It's now or never. Well, Myles Turner is going to give the ball right away to the Thunder, a legal screen. That's kind of what we need from Obi, an illegal screen. I think that's the only way we get our second turnover.
That doesn't count as a turnover.
Yes, it does.
It's a foul.
It's a foul and turnover.
It's both?
Yes.
Really?
Illegal screens are turnovers. Jalen Williams has it. Caruso into the game. Cason Wallace no longer in. Jalen Williams driving on Nesmith, running one-legged floater. Wow, that was tough. Driving left, right hand. That's tough, man. Got to give credit where credit's due. Jalen Williams been pretty phenomenal tonight. 24 points on 9 of 16 shooting. Hailiburton has it, top of the key. Pocket pass to Turner. Turner working on Holmgren inside. He just bullied him. I mean, Chet just got absolutely fetused inside. Rockabye baby. 103-100. 5.5 to go. Holmgren driving on Turner, trying to get his money back. No, he got blocked. I mean, Chet Holmgren just got bitched in the last 30 seconds. Got babied inside and then rejected on the other end. Now Nembhard drives, kicks to Obi Toppin, swings it around the perimeter back to Hailiburton. Hailiburton has it, working on SGA now. 5 on the shot clock, driving left, cut off, loses the handle. Step back, corner 3, no good, ball loose. Rebounded by the Pacers. Nembhard has it, fouled on the floor by Caruso. I don't know where the foul is on that one, but
Caruso got him going by.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, Cope.
He did.
But how about the poor effort by OKC here, not grabbing this rebound?
Hallie followed his own shot.
I mean, what is Chet doing? Chet, get to the glass. 5 to go. Nembhard looking to give a 2-score lead for the Pacers. He does! Pretty step-back mid-range shot. It's 105-100.
5-point lead for the Pacers.
I tell you what, if I'm watching as a Thunder supporter, I just have no confidence. Dort, corner 3, he's wide open. No good, too strong. Toppin with the offense or the rebound. Outlet to Hailiburton. Chance to really extend this lead as we cross the 4-minute mark. Hailiburton inside, bank shot, no. Whoa! Toppin from the ceiling! Put back dunk! And it's a 7-point lead for the Pacers. Should have taken a dunk, huh?
Oh, no.
4 minutes to go. Jalen Williams driving on Toppin inside. Blocked! Obi Toppin! Difference maker in game 3! Nembhard looking to extend the lead. Harassed by SGA. Driving right, step back, deep right wing 2. Comes up short, rebound falls to Dort.
That's just an awful shot.
3:40 to go. Do the Thunder have an answer? SGA splits a double, gets inside, stripped, gets the ball back, goes up, drops it off the Chet. Holmgren spins, turns around, fouled, but they're going to say Holmgren was fouled on the floor beforehand. 3:34 to go in this game 3.
Obi Toppin.
Pacers lead by 7. The Pacers came back from 9 with 2:50 to go in game 1 to win. Can the Thunder mirror a similar comeback?
DM, not happy with the current results.
Appreciate the super chat, DM.
Shout out DM. Who you got? OKC or Indiana? Let us know.
Do we have a Pacers challenge here? We have a timeout on the floor. It's a Pacers timeout. We could see a challenge.
Interesting. I wonder why. Well, it was probably use it or lose it as well.
Yeah, I don't know if he used I don't know if he is a challenge or not.
We got 2,100 people in the building. Let us know who you got down in the comment section.
Coop will be given shout-outs. The Pacers have outscored the Thunder 23-11 in this fourth quarter, Coop.
That is nuts. I mean, they've taken control of this game right now. We'll see if the Thunder can stage a comeback. I see my guy Eric Dexter, John Lange, Ty Man, Mazdas, Garrett, DM, David Robbins, JP Power coming in with the $5 Canadian super chat. Appreciate you, JP. We'll get you on screen here in just a moment. My guy Xander Harlan. Let's go, baby. Looks like it was just a normal timeout.
You think? TJ McConnell, first 10.5 assists, 5 steal game off the bench in the history of the NBA Finals. Wow. Yeah, it does look like it was just a normal timeout, so it's Thunder ball on the side. The Pacers were shooting 10 of 16 here in the fourth. Thunder 5 of 11, but the key number here, 4 turnovers in the quarter for the Thunder. Are you shocked that the Pacers have taken out Obi Toppin after he has been an absolute difference maker in this fourth quarter?
No, I can't say I am. I mean, he's not part of their normal closing lineup, so that doesn't shock me.
I would honestly think about going small and playing him over Myles Turner with how bad Turner's been today. But we'll see. SGA driving on Nembhard, takes a bump, resets, mid-range shot. Tough from SGA.
Finish.
When the Thunder need a bucket the most, they get one.
Shout out to our guy, JP Power.
Then what just got called here, Coop?
I didn't see.
Delay of game violation. Warning. Shout out to JP. This is why we play the game. Appreciate you for hanging around. Thanks for the kind comment. SGA with 24 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, 3 blocks as well. 5-point Pacers lead. Hailiburton's got it. Series of screens. Finds Nesmith in the opposite corner for 3. Wow! Buries it! And the Pacers open up an 8-point lead. I believe this is their largest of the game. They've had 7 a couple times, but never more. Jalen Williams trying to knife his way inside, loses the handle, ball loose, turned over. I mean, that's just bad basketball.
No, you just can't do that.
The Thunder are playing such a stupid brand. But Alex Caruso pickpockets Hailiburton. That's got to be a flagrant.
Clear path.
That's got to be a flagrant.
Or a flagrant, yeah. One of the two.
Nesmith just absolutely grabs the shoulders of Caruso as he goes out. I know it's the finals, Coop, and you usually allow a little bit more physicality, but there is no world where you can sell him going for the ball on that. I think that's got to be an extra.
We're at an automatic timeout here anyways.
I mean, that's
a flagrant foul.
That's a dangerous play.
Yeah.
The guy is taking flight and he just full on hits his shoulders as hard as possible down, not even looking like he was going for the ball. I think they're reviewing it for a flagrant.
They are. They absolutely are.
And I'll say this, Coop, that could have just saved this game for the Thunder. They turn it over down 8, and then Caruso rips Hailiburton and now has the opportunity to get 2 free throws and the ball for the Thunder. They could go from down 8 to down 6 with ball. On the flip side, the Pacers could have opened up a double-digit lead if Hailiburton didn't turn the ball over there.
Certainly keeps the game in the balance here. I have to assume that this is going to be a flagrant.
I tell you what, Coop, I am not one to think that games are rigged. But if this is not a flagrant, I would be looking at it very sideways.
James Capers and Tyler Ford are looking at it right now.
Let's see what Javi has to say.
What does Steve Javi got for us?
Richard Jefferson says he thinks it's a flagrant. Javi says no.
Wow.
This is a very pivotal call in this game.
Big call.
It's either just 2 free throws for OKC or it's 2 free throws in the ball. Now, you could make the argument Caruso should have just dropped it down to Jalen Williams for an easy layup. Hard playoff foul. That's something.
I think this is a flagrant.
I mean, the Chat Sports booth thinks it's a flagrant. We'll see what's called. It's a big-time decision. Headsets are coming off, so the call has been made.
What do we got, Jimmy?
Let's hear what they have to say. Oh, now they're going to talk it over. And here we go. It's going to be a common foul. I'm shocked. And I
am too.
Quite honestly, have an asterisk on this game. I mean, I got to be honest. I just had to tie my shoe. I don't know what a flagrant foul is anymore. I mean, if I'm Alex Caruso, I'm fucking furious. I'm going up for a dunk, and I don't just get hit on the arm. I get pulled down.
I think that's clear flagrant foul.
I mean, I just don't understand what a flagrant foul is. They're saying no windup. The guy grabbed the dude's shoulders as he was about to take flight with no play on the basketball. But we digress. Caruso makes the first free throw. 2:35 to go. Remember, The Pacers trailed by 9 with 2:50
Yes, they did.
in Game 1. Thunder trailed by 8 with 2:35. Caruso calmly knocks down both free throws. It's still a 2-score game with 2.5 to go. There's a lot of time left. But the Thunder need to get some stops. Low-scoring second half to this point. Hailiburton, pick and roll, drops it off to Turner. Turner stripped, ball loose, still loose. Bodies hit the deck, out of bounds, and it's going to be ball.
They don't know.
Is
Off of Siakam.
off of Pascal Siakam is the call. Thunder basketball.
Is this going to be a choke job of a century?
We'll see. It wouldn't be as much as a choke as the Thunder's Game 1. That is the right call off the right cheek of Siakam. 6-point game with 2:15 to go. Caruso brings it up for the Thunder. They get it to SGA. Nembhard's done a good job on him tonight. Pocket pass to Holmgren. Holmgren swings it to Jalen Williams. Williams drives, kicks. Holmgren, 3. Blocked by Turner. Gets it back. 5 on the shot clock. Drives on Turner. Hangs. More contact. Out of bounds. Off Chet. Chet, I tell you what, I get pissed off watching him play basketball.
What a great defensive stand by Myles Turner.
There's not a more soft player in the NBA than Chet Holmgren. And I really mean that. 1:45 to go. 6-point game. Thunder need a stop. Hailiburton to the rim. Drop off to Siakam. Swings it to Nesmith. This feels like a dagger. No good. Rebound Holmgren in traffic. Outlet to Jalen Williams. 1.5 to go. Thunder need a bucket in a bad way. Thunder slow it down. I think they need to play a little bit more quicker than this, Coop. SGA thought about a step back 3. Gets it back. 10 on the shot clock.
Okay.
Siakam defending. 1:20 to go. SGA driving. Tough step back 2. No good. Rebound fought for. Gathered by Indiana. Up ahead to Siakam. Siakam inside. Layup. Good. I think that's ball game. 8-point lead with 1:09 to go.
That's just not the shot you can take if you're SGA. A 20-foot contested 2-pointer. Time winding down on the clock. Pacers get a transition bucket to put themselves up 8, and they are in fantastic position to win this ball game.
I think this one's over, Coop.
Not quite yet.
You don't think with down 8 with 1:14 to go with how good Indiana is?
It's not quite yet over. Thunder get a 3 here and they get a stop. They can get another quick basket. Make it a 1-possession game. It's very, very dire for the Thunder right now. But it's not over.
Wow. I am shocked by this, man. I just tweeted this out. Chet Holmgren is not built for this.
He's not.
He's not.
I'm going to lose $90 because of Ben Shepherd.
You put all 90 on it?
No, I put like $5 on that.
Oh. I don't want to hear it from you.
Yeah, but I'm going to win 90. If Shepherd
You
had
can't
one
say
basket.
you were going to lose 90, Coop. That's not the right verbiage to use.
No, I said I am going to lose 90. He's going to cost me $90.
You never had it, though.
I could have.
All right, here we go. It's now or never for the Thunder with 1 minute to go. Down 8. You need to hit some threes and force some turnovers. Jalen Williams got fouled going to the rim. That will work. Getting to the free throw line quickly and scoring with the time not moving will help the OKC Thunder, who trail by 8 with 1 minute to go exactly.
Now, do you think you can play this possession straight up here?
Yeah, if he makes both free throws, yes.
Exactly 1 minute to go.
Makes the first 7-point game. The reason why I say yes, Coop, is because it's a 2-possession game. And hypothetically, if you get a stop, rebound, and hit a 3, it's a 1-possession game with about 35 seconds left. And then you could defend it out again if you wanted to. So As long as it's a 2-score game, I think you defend this possession.
Well, the Pacers are going to milk the clock here all the way out to 37, 36 seconds.
So Thunder make a 3-point game, 30 seconds. You could defend it out again. Jalen Williams, second free throw, came up short. Now you got to foul. You got to try to cause havoc and a foul. You can't play this out. Oh, wow, what a pass by Hailiburton. It was a dangerous one. Nembhard's got left wing. Are they going to defend it out now? Might as well. There's 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Siakam has it. Out to Hailiburton. Hailiburton drives. Floater. Air ball. Rebound, Jalen Williams. He's running out in transition, but a foul is called.
Yep.
Oh, what a mistake by Indiana, sending Jalen Williams right back to the line, down 7 with 35.7 seconds remaining. I don't think this will ultimately cost them in the end, but that is a big mistake. Like the no call on that Hailiburton shot, too, I didn't see the replay. Is that a foul? Or was Hailiburton upset that he didn't get a foul call, or was he upset they called a foul on for Williams?
I'm not sure which one he was upset about.
Either way, Jalen Williams at the line once again can get it to a 5-point game, and he misses it. I mean, the young Thunder are a joke. They are.
They're capitulating.
Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren in big moments melt. Williams makes the second, so it's a 6-point game with 35 to go. They're going to have to foul. Now, if you're going to foul anyone, ideally, I think you want to try to foul Siakam. Mathurin has it cross the timeline. They're going to double him. You got to call timeout, Benedict. Oh, my God. A foul is called on Luguentz Dort. I thought that was almost a clean turnover. That's 3 fouls on Dort. And Obi Toppin.
Oh, that was almost a turnover.
I thought it was clean. We need Obi to somehow miraculously fuck up. If we get a miraculous fuck up from Obi, we're in the clear. Oh, you needed Shepherd. Or did you make 2?
I made 2.
A foul once again called on Caruso. Mathurin is going to head to the line.
"27 seconds remaining. Benedict Mathurin, player of the game for Indiana. Makes the first.
I mean, MVP of the night, without a doubt.
No question about it.
Without a doubt, Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin off the bench, 4 points? 25 points? 26, excuse me. Disrespectful. Mathurin's second free throw is also good. 8-point game. Thunder need 3s and turnovers. I mean, they're taking way too much time here. Holmgren's going to fire up a left wing 3. No good. Rebound Wallace. Resets it. No, foul. So Cason Wallace going to the line down 2. The Pacers are on the verge of taking a commanding 2-1 lead. Coop, are you shocked? I am.
I'm not shocked they won this game. I thought it was going to be close.
First game 3 that the Pacers won all playoffs long. Each now team, they're going to be 1-3 in game 3s. Wallace misses the first.
Jesus.
I think at this point you got to miss this one on purpose.
Absolutely. You got to try to miss it and get a 3 up quick.
I'd be curious how I'd feel about my team if I was a Thunders fan.
I would not feel good.
You would have such a fun summer or fun season, yeah. But how could you not be just absolutely annoyed with how young and how many mistakes this core has made?
Could not have said it better.
Hailiburton to inbound, gets it to Nembhard. Nembhard pushing. Oh, should have thrown it to Obi. Gets it to Siakam. Siakam trapped. Drives inside, layup, good. Ball game. Pacers take game 2. Wow. And the Thunder don't even give a shot. Pathetic. I got to be honest. This is a pathetic effort from the Thunder. I really think that.
Look, man, the Thunder have shown their youth. The Thunder have shown their youth. You ready to rip us short here?
Ball game, folks. Thunder are down 2-1 in the series after the Pacers win 116-107.
Thunder have lost more games to an East team in the past week than they did to the entire Eastern Conference in the regular season.
Yeah, they went. We talked about
29-1
in the regular season.
Yep.
How crazy is that? All right, we're gonna do a quick little 1-minute recap of Game 3 here. So, Coop, whenever you're ready, you message Trace, and we'll get into it.
Yep, let's do it.
The Indiana Pacers Start over. Rezip. Indiana Pacers take Game 3, 116-107. And I think the story of this one was the excellent shot making down the stretch for the Pacers, but also the Thunder showing their inexperience. Now, you can say the Pacers have the same amount of inexperience outside of Pascal Siakam, but Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren just made so many dumb mistakes down the stretch for OKC. Now, to give props to Indiana, Andrew Nembhard played excellent defense on SGA all game long. Gilgeous-Alexander looked the most uncomfortable he has looked in this entire series. And Benedict Mathurin came off the bench, giving you 27 points. He was the MVP of this game. Hailiburton hit 4 threes and was cooking early on. Excellent performance all around. Good defensive effort, holding the Thunder to 47 second-half points as well. Pacers have a lot of confidence going into a pivotal Game 4 where they can either have the series be tied at 2 or take a 3-1 lead. Under a minute?
Yes, sir.
Very close, but we'll take it. We'll take it. I got hot late in that game, Coop. It's getting hot in here.
It is getting a little hot in here.
So take off all your clothes. Oh, we got a $10 super chat. We'll stay live if people super chat want to talk about tonight's game and what's not. If not, we'll head out of here late on a Wednesday night and see you once again for Game 4 on Friday. Shout out to my guy, Bryce Blackwell. We'll get that super chat on screen.
Bryce was here at the very beginning.
Yeah,
of
Bryce is
today's
a legend. Bryce is a legend.
As soon as it allows me to get it on screen, I will.
You know what, Coop? I still think the Thunder ultimately win the series still, because I think they win Game 4, and then I think they win at least 2 of the last 3 games, and 5, 6, or 7. But I am very glad that I hedged my Thunder future. That's all I'll say.
I don't disagree with that. Pacers. If the series continues on this path, Indiana's winning the series.
I will remain constant with Indiana has to win Game 4. Because if it's the ultimate 3-game series,
come back.
I just do not see Thunder losing 2 games at home.
I could see that.
Again. I just don't. All right, Bryce. Thunder feeling the pressures. Pacers playing loose, and Rick experiences the difference. I do not disagree there. I think maybe we overlook the coaching disparity in this one with how good Rick Carlisle is.
I know damn well how good Rick Carlisle is.
We don't want to fucking hear it from you right now.
I know how good he is.
Thunder can still win Game 4. Will be key. Hashtag Heat culture, by the way. Go get KD. Bryson, I'm with you on that end, too.
Is he a Heat Report lifer?
Bryce is a Heat guy.
Let's go. Look, the Pacers are playing like they have nothing to lose and they're the underdog. And Carlisle's doing a fantastic job keeping his team ready to go. He's using his bench. He's going deep into his bench. And they've been pretty effective.
Story of this game, Coop. Free throws and turnovers. Thunder had 17 turnovers. Pacers had 13. The Pacers went 19 of 22 at the line. Thunder went 23 of 30.
That's crazy.
Pacers shot 51.2% from the field. If I told you, Coop, that SGA, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren were going to combine for 70 points, would you think that's a Thunder win or loss?
Would have told you that's a Thunder win.
I think Chet Holmgren had the worst 20-point, 10-rebound performance in NBA history.
He was horrible down the stretch. I mean
that
Turner made him his dad.
That fourth quarter was one of the
horrendous.
most embarrassing displays of basketball I have ever seen from Chet Holmgren.
Absolutely horrendous.
What was that one prize picks that I was considering? Chet and someone points. Who was the other person?
Was it Nembhard?
It was Nesmith, right?
I went with I took it.
Oh my God, it was 27 and a half, right?
Yeah, and they got 27 combined. I know.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy. What was the other one? Chet and Myles Turner rebounds. It was like 14, right?
Yes.
That would have cashed. No, wouldn't have. They got 12. Myles Turner had 2 rebounds. Wait, did Thomas Bryant, where did he rebounds look like? No rebounds again for Thomas Bryant. The less is a lock. 1-0-0.
Unreal. Luguentz Dort hit 3 fouls, though.
Listen, my picks went perfect. If I didn't take Smitty's fucking pick, I would have cashed out tonight and made like $200.
If you are Thunder head coach Mark Daigneault, are you going to Isaiah Hartenstein in the starting lineup for Game 4?
I honestly would consider it because Cason Wallace has been atrocious in this series.
Bad.
He's been fine defensively, but he is so bad offensively. He's now 0 of 6 from 3. He has no confidence in himself shooting the basketball off the catch. Brutal, man. Brutal. All right, we'll give it another minute. If no super chats come in, we'll sign off. Still got 900 people watching. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. 84,000, 85,000 throughout the night.
The refs were atrocious in this game.
Oh, they were horrible. They were just absolutely
That just
awful.
was unacceptable.
I would agree. That is an unacceptable effort from the officials tonight.
I bet we see number 48 for Game 4.
I agree. Scott,
he is there.
Scott Foster's coming in for Game 4.
There's almost no question about it.
Thunder going to win, and then we'll see Scott once again in Game 7.
There is no question about it that Scott Foster will be in the building for Game 4.
He has to be, right? He hasn't been used yet. He has to. He just has to. Oh.
Erica Johnson says Pacers in 5.
I would be, in all my years of covering the NBA.
I would bet $1,000 on that. If I had
that
the
it won't
capital
happen?
to do so. Correct.
That it won't happen.
That it would not happen.
And what I was going to say is, like, in all my years of covering the basketball league, which has been about 3 years, I don't think anything would be more stunning to me than the Pacers rattling off 3 in a row to win in 5 games.
I would agree.
There would be nothing. And ready for this? I will say that would be more stunning to me, knowing how the season has progressed, than if you told me before the trade deadline that Luka Doncic would have been traded to the Lakers.
You'd think so.
I would have found more reasoning for that Luka Doncic trade to happen than the Pacers, or me justifying the Pacers being able to beat this Thunder team 3 straight times. And I really mean that.
Fair enough. No, I believe you believe that. Time, man. See you Friday, brother.
All right. Minute has passed. Appreciate everybody who has tuned in throughout the night. Appreciate everybody who's shown love. Super chat, like, comment, subscribed. Let's do this all again for another very fun Game 4 on Friday night. Same place, same time, same people. For Coop, for Rolly. See you Friday.
Peace.